Howdy, y'all. How y'all doing today? Listen, man, we got a lot to talk about, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. This goddamn world of passport broing is the best thing that has ever happened to humanity, man. I'm talking geomaxing. I'm talking whatever brothers want to call this kind of lifestyle when you're traveling and finding peace with your life. It's the best thing us men have ever done. I'm here to just come to y'all today with a revelation, man. An extreme revelation, one that has been sent to me by the word of God. And the truth is that us brothers, we have not been living the life that we have truly meant to be living. And the life that we are currently living, or at least some of y'all might even starting to get your passports now and are starting to live, this is the life that we was definitely intended to live, y'all. Now, I got a lot to talk to y'all about. I mean, y'all see we got MTR on the title. Y'all see we got Austin on the title. Y'all see, at least in the thumbnail, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. But let's talk about, and we're not gonna get too deep until we get more of an audience. So shout out to everybody that's just coming in. See, we got a few listeners already. But we need to talk about Cassie. Cassie is a goddamn demon, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. She did the geomaxing, but she did it the opposite way of how you supposed to do it. The whole point of having geomaxing was to have people traveling and finding their best needs or their best suited needs in other countries, finding peace, living a life that's worth living. The whole point of that was to do things in a legal way. Cassie went and took this money from Diddy, flew to another country and said, I'm never coming back. Now, let's think about this, right? Cassie was not the victim the entire time. The real victims was the people that, might have been, you know, maybe coerced into this lifestyle via drugs, etc. Cassie willingly got with Diddy and hired these escorts herself. Yet she's the one that didn't have to pay the price, man. Guess who had to pay the price? P. Diddy, man. That is some crazy shit. So after Cassie got all these millions of dollars, said all of these allegations against Diddy, ruined his reputation, ruined his life, put all this shit on the forefront, man. And Diddy, he not no saint. Don't get it twisted. He not no saint, but I'm just saying, like, man, she done geomaxed and left this whole entire country, man. She said she never coming back. Since I got my computer here, I can pull it up for y'all. Cassie says she's never coming back. Y'all check this out, man. This is crazy. Cassie leaving America. Check this out, y'all. This is crazy, man. She's moving out of the United States for good, y'all. It's a crazy world. This up. Check this out, y'all. This is gonna blow your mind, man. You would think that's some guilty ass shit, man. How you gonna go ahead, sue this man for all he got, ruin his reputation, then go overseas? Like, that's some crazy shit. And they say us men, we the problem and we do all this crazy shit. Man, let me tell you about these ladies, man. These ladies can do some crazy shit too, man. So let me go ahead and pull up the video real fast for y'all so y'all can see what's really happening, man. This shit is ridiculous. It's crazy. They get away with everything, don't they?
Cassie Ventura is starting a new chapter.
I do not intend to move back. Ain't that some shit? So it's almost like she run away because of her reputation is definitely tarnished. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, but is this because her reputation is tarnished? She doesn't want to come back because she's gonna get embarrassed. It's not just because of that. She knew that she did something wrong as well and illegal. She knew she did something wrong and illegal. She hired escorts to smash her. It wasn't just Diddy that was flying these people out and doing all this stuff. Cassie was a huge piece of this puzzle. Yet Diddy got the whole entire fall. Diddy took the whole fall. It's just crazy to me because she got off. And it's like, man, like that just show you, man, this shit is
abroad. According to newly filed court documents obtained by E! News on June 3rd, Cassie reveals that she no longer lives in the United States. The filing is part of an ongoing legal dispute involving a lawsuit filed by Clayton Howard, a former male escort who participated in so-called freak-offs with Cassie and Sean Diddy Combs. In the document, Cassie, who shares 3 kids with husband Alex Fine, states that while she is a U.S. citizen, she is not a resident of the state of California, adding, "I reside outside of the United States. I do not intend to move back to the United States."
Of course you don't, because you set up the whole trial. She did this to get this goddamn money, and then she flew to a country where she knew she could be comfortable, live with her millions. And that's all I'm out here trying to tell you brothers to do. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all to do, man. Get your money up, get your bread up, calculate, formulate a plan, and do things the right way, do things legally, so you don't have to be worried about America ever trying to get you back to America and then put you on trial. No, do things the right way, and then go to these countries and geomax. Live your life, because your life is worth living, man. Geomax is all about using your geographical relocation to live a life worth living. That's all I'm saying for you brothers. And I'm just saying how Cassie, she basically did the same shit, but she did it illegally. And nobody's going to question her for doing that. So you men need to do the same thing, but just better. Do it legally. Get your money up and then go out the country, live your best life. See, some of you guys in your country right now, or maybe you in America, maybe you in Australia, maybe you in a UK. Some of you guys in your country right now, you might be considered a loser in your city, man. Your reputation might be tarnished. Let's say you got bullied in high school or some ish like that. Man, you brothers go out here to one of these goddamn countries, man. These ladies don't know what's happened to you in your past, man. You can go ahead and reestablish a whole entire new life. Shit. You can come out to one of these countries, and I don't suggest this, but you can go ahead and get a whole bunch of gold chains and fake jewelry and just be a boss out here. Once she see that goddamn American passport, she's gonna be, oh shit, he rich. Shit, I'll stick with him anyways. You feel what I'm saying, y'all? So yeah, man. Y'all might as well live your best life, man. This shit is ridiculous.
Because of this, Cassie notes in the filing that
ain't no way. Oh my God. Can you imagine this is who Diddy is locked up for? Diddy got locked up by a thing like this. What is this creature? This is a bad built mamma jamma with too many buttons on her goddamn jacket. She looked like one of those goddamn birds that be trying to, like, you know, push out their feathers to attract the other bird women. Y'all know what I'm trying to talk about? Y'all don't watch National Geographic, so let's continue.
If the case moves forward, it would be much more convenient for her to participate in New York, where her attorneys are based.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, right here, we might be able to work with her. But the older her, like this, is this how she look now? Oh, nah, boy. Woo-wee. Man, they always say that wall is undefeated, boy. Oh my goodness.
Be much more.
Will any of y'all like mess with this joint right here? Like how she look right here on the screen? Oh my goodness. She look cooked.
Convenient for her to participate in New York, where her attorneys are based, rather than California, where no parties to.
I ain't mad at Diddy though. Let's be real. Let's be real, y'all. But you know the crazy thing? A lot of you brothers right now, we got other videos to talk about, right? We're not just talking about this video with Cassie and shit and her demonic nature. But I'm just saying that because we got videos to talk about with Austin, we got to talk about MTR versus AMS. You know, we got some stuff to talk about because there was a whole debate going on why, you know, password bros, you know, why men shouldn't be password, all this type of shit. I didn't watch the video yet. I'm gonna watch it right now. But man, I'm telling you guys, like they you know, Alpha Male Strategies, he had a lot to say about password bros too. And that's the thing about a lot of these dudes when they talk about brothers that want to travel and live a life worth living. They always seem to have all this extra ish to say, and oh my God, you want to go live your best life and be with feminine women? It's just the same as in America. No, it's not, fool. It's not. The laws are different. The morals are different. The women are different. And majority of them are in shape to add on top of that. Y'all brothers right now looking at this one right here on your screen. I know a lot of you dudes right now thinking to yourself, man, I could never imagine pulling a woman like this. In my wildest dreams, I can never pull a woman like this. I'm here to tell you brothers right now, man, I've been all around the goddamn world. You go to the mother effing Philippines, you find 20 of these chicks on your first day in the goddamn country, man. Stop playing with me, man. It's too easy. It's too easy. Man, I'm telling you, you got a lot of fine brown skin Filipino joints. And even in Thailand, you'll find some bad joints like this, but you got to make sure they're not, But it depends on what area you staying into. I know everybody try to scare y'all about Thailand and, oh, Thailand got transit. Man, that's not true. That's not true. That's certain areas of Thailand. That's not all of Thailand, y'all. Stop letting them lie to you. They gonna put all this propaganda in your face, brothers. They don't want you to live your best life. They want you dudes to be enslaved for the rest of your life, working like a goddamn slave or animal for these women. You're a pack animal to these women. Just carry this luggage and carry my baggage upstairs. That's how these ladies look at y'all brothers, man. They don't look at you as human in America. Right now, I'm sitting in this beautiful apartment. If I could only show y'all this amazing view, I'm overlooking the entire country that I'm in right now, y'all. It's beautiful. And I'm getting this place for a good rate too. Less than $100 a night. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all got to just travel, man. I'm telling you, I ain't never seen nothing like this, man. But let's get on to our more important videos. But I'm telling y'all can find these chicks all over the world, man, especially in the Philippines. Let me tell y'all, they got ladies just like this in the Philippines. Yeah.
Based rather than California, where no parties to this action reside. E-News has reached out to Cassie's rep for comment, but has not yet heard back. In a motion to dismiss Howard's lawsuit filed by Cassie's legal team on May 1st and obtained by E-News June 1st, the document calls Howard's current lawsuit baseless. The update comes after Cassie testified in the federal case against Diddy in 2025.
Like this picture right here, y'all, I'm telling y'all go to the Philippines right now, Manila, like, man, you find so many joints walking around that look like this, man. Like, it's no joke. It's no joke. And you know what's crazy too? It get to a point, like, just when you a man that's been to all these countries, y'all, it get to a point where you just be like, you know what? I could walk up to this chick right now and ask for her number, but I got too many goddamn numbers in my phone. Let me take it easy. Let me take a break today. Y'all dig what I'm saying? I see we got people coming in, man. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. You see the channel's growing. We finna get on to some other topics, but right now we talking about this little Diddy situation. And Cassie got this money from Diddy and she left the country. Like all you men should be doing right now. Like all you men should be doing. This woman got that money. She said, you know what? My life is done in America, but my life isn't done overseas. Let me take that 20 million that I got and go ahead and go overseas where I'm actually going to live my best mother effing life. And that's all I'm telling for you brothers. You brothers don't even have a bad reputation like Cassie. Cassie been out here in the streets getting pummeled. Y'all dudes ain't been living like that. Y'all ain't been living like that. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Y'all can go ahead and take your couple thousand that you got right now, go overseas, live your best mother effing life, man. Stop staying with these psychopath American chicks, man. Shout out to the few FBA sisters that we got that are decent in America, but god damn, all these chicks want to do in your country is get pregnant and go ahead and ruin your mother effing life and put you on that goddamn child support. I'm starting to realize even more now than ever that these demons just got to go. I've seen too many demons and devils out here in the Western countries, America, UK, and their whole entire mindset is like, I can't wait to have this kid. I'm just going to ruin this kid's life. And in their mind, they really think it makes sense to have a kid when being broke. Who else going to advocate for these babies? I mean, goddamn, man, nobody care about these kids no more. Like, this is some sick shit, man. I'm tired of this stuff, man. I'm tired. Let's continue. Pull up the next video. Look at who these men going to jail for. Do this look like a woman that y'all gonna take a penitentiary chance for? Come on, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. A chick like this? I'm trying to think if I would hit on a bad day. Like, this ain't even like a 3 o'clock special. Like, this joint right here, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, because she just looked too, she just not good looking now, man. Some ladies, they age like fine wine. She ain't like a literal dime. Like, I'm talking about, you know, those dimes that you can get like when you go into a wishing well or one of those little Make-A-Wish fountains and you flick the dime in and make a wish when you was younger and you like, I wish that my dream come true or this, man, she looked like one of those dimes when they've been like, it's been eroded and they got that green covered on. She just don't look fresh no more, man. Like, look at the old Cassie, man. Like, we want the old Cassie back. Look at the old Cassie.
E-News has reached out to Cassie's
California. Look at this. And y'all can find this in the Philippines right now. Oh my goodness, y'all can find women like this. They're gonna be brighter skinned, but y'all can find Thailand women right now that look even better than this. Y'all, we finna be streaming for a minute today, man. If y'all effing with what I'm saying, man, go ahead and hit that super chat. Hit that super chat, show some love. Hit the Patreon, link in the description, show some love. Hit the YouTube membership, show some love. You feel me? We got multiple ways you can support. But if you can't do any of that, go ahead and like the video, man. We appreciate those too.
Were no parties to
So I
this
think we're
action.
done with this video, right? Let's go ahead and get to AMS versus MTR. Alpha Male Strategies. He had a lot to say about mediocre tutorials traveling to Thailand recently. And I'm so happy for the brother, mediocre tutorials. I talked to the brother before. He's a good brother, man. Really like a humble dude. And let me tell you something about this dude, man. He's also traveled previously before. This wasn't his first time traveling. But something that y'all need to understand is he recorded this time that he traveled to Thailand, and his mind was just shifted. His mind was just open. You could see he was just so much more mentally happy, more. You just feel like you're in the right place, you know? You just feel like you're just in a place that's meant for you. So let me go ahead and pull up mediocre tutorials video, y'all. Let me go ahead and pull up mediocre tutorials. How y'all doing, man? What's going on? I see we got quite of an audience. Let's go ahead and get a bigger audience, and let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Partner. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road, man. Uh-oh. YZ left Namibia to build a new life. Uh-oh, shit. Should we react to Austin? Oh. Yeah, I swear I didn't want to react to Austin in this video. I said we're going to react to one of his little clips, and we're going to mainly react to mediocre tutorials and AMS. What y'all want to do? Should we react to Austin's video right now, or should we react to mediocre tutorial? Oh my God. Why Austin pop up on my screen like this? Oh my God. Oh my God. We might have to react to Austin, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's fate. I feel like it's fate, y'all. Oh my God. I feel like the last video we did on Austin was a little too wild, right? Oh my, but no, yo, I'm telling you, the joint, the little light-skinned joint he got, Z, she be doing too much, like the little back and forth arguing sometimes. Like, I get it. Like, yeah, Austin, like he be doing little back and forths too, but I'm like, bro, I don't want a chick that's going like go back and forth with me. Like, like what the hell? Like, oh my God, man. Should we y'all gotta let me know in the comments, man. We got a decent audience here. Let me know in the comments. Are we reacting to Austin Holloman right now, or are we gonna put him on the back burner that we gonna react to him at last and react to Alpha Male Strategies versus MTR right now? Which one y'all want to see? Which one we doing, y'all? Let me know. Let me know. Which one we doing, y'all? Which one we doing? Which one we doing, y'all? Let me know. Let me know. What's up? What's up? Come on, y'all. Come on. Somebody gonna say something. Shit, we can all sit here and look at my good-looking face, man. I don't mind. I like looking at myself. I'm a handsome brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's good with it? Yeah. Yeah. I do like looking at myself. Be thinking to myself, like, damn, these ladies, they so lucky. They get to just look at me all day. I don't even get to look at myself all day. They get to look at me all day. Somebody gonna have to leave it in the chat. Look, somebody said Austin is gay, man. Yeah, I'm so tired of this. Like, this is so lame, bro. Like, come on. Let's joke around. Let's make our, entertaining videos, but we ain't got to call him gay, right? I mean, what has he done to present that he's gay? Like, y'all so lame for that. I hate false gay allegations, y'all, because you know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff going on out here these days. I'm like, at least let's not give a false allegation. You dig? I got a video coming out soon, y'all. Oh my God. It's about some money, man. It's about some money. It's how y'all can make some good money while traveling. And this ain't, these other little YouTubers and they be trying to F with y'all and lie to y'all and tell you like, oh, this is how you make money, do affiliate marketing, do stocks and shit. Man, these are gambles, man. These are gambles. Yo, so it's passport bros are up. It's not false. Well, Biggie, what proof do you have? I don't mind y'all coming in here and saying whatever. I don't even care if I'm cool with the person. If you have something to say about somebody, that's cool, but give some proof. Austin is fruit. Okay, What examples do you have of how he's fruit? If no examples, I would have to question your sexuality, brother. Because why are you fantasizing about another man being fruit if there's no proof about that? There's no proof of that. That's very odd to say. You dig what I'm saying? So let's not give that too much attention. Let's go ahead and pull up his video that he just did with Z. I guess he just did a video with Z recently. And we gonna see. She say, I guess she giving her reason why she decided to travel with him overseas. So we gonna see. I understand why she would want to travel. Shit, it's a great experience. See, but Biggie, right now, I can just say right now, I can say that you gay. You feel me? And it's not like we discriminating against gays here, even though we talk about raw versus law, and the law says we have to accept gays, but the raw version of life says that scientifically, you dig? Scientifically, it says something else. But I'm trying to understand because you're saying, oh no, he gay, blah, blah. Well, I'm saying I could just say that you gay. You know what I'm saying? But how would you feel if I say that you gay, Biggie, and then nobody comes to your defense, and then everybody just starts ganging up on you saying, oh, yeah, Biggie's gay. Yeah, Biggie's gay. And I ain't gonna lie. Didn't Biggie say this? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Hold on. Biggie. Yeah, Biggie was known for this. Hold on. Let me show y'all this real quick, man. Biggie was known for this. Hold on. Here we go. Yup. Didn't Biggie say this, y'all? Hold on. I don't know why you would claim Biggie, brother. You might need to change that name because at this point, you closer to being fruit than Austin. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my God, what did he just say? Oh my goodness. Now the beat was hard. I ain't gonna lie. The beat was hard. It would be cool if he would have said something else, but damn, you look so good, you'll suck on his daddy's what? Oh, nah. Petui. That sounds disgusting. Oh my goodness. Listen, man, that's the Biggie. This is Biggie, brother. This is Biggie. That's your name, boy. Yeah, man. I'm saying, he said he was gay too. Yeah, no, Biggie was Biggie was definitely on some weird stuff, boy. Biggie was definitely on some weird stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get to this Austin Holloman video. Then we're gonna react to mediocre tutorials and reviews versus alpha male strategies. Apparently, he had a lot to say about passport bros and why this was not the best lifestyle for men or something like that. Y'all know I'm over here to keep it raw and real with y'all, so we ain't finna sugarcoat shit. I don't know AMS and I barely know MTR, so we finna just keep it a beam with y'all. Hold on, let me pull this up on the screen. Ping, pow, blam, boom, pow.
Man, congratulations. Oh, Z, you are officially a digital nomad. Congratulations on starting your journey.
It always start off like that, don't it, brothers? Look at her face. Look at her. She's smiling. She's perked up over there just. Hey, man. Austin, yo, it's love, brother. Oh, my God. We just having fun around here, man. We having fun around here. It's just funny. Like, look how she perked up. She knows she want to laugh. Like, what you mean? Wait, hold on. You telling me I just met a 6-foot-tall Black American that be traveling around and he going to take my light-skinned self with him? Oh my God, like hell yeah. Like, these chicks in America, man, they can only dream of having a man like that. And that's why this hurts them so bad. This is why brothers like Austin Holloman, they hurt these women so bad in America. See, Austin Holloman, he's really the devil to a lot of Western American women because just think about it. He went ahead and grabbed a foreign woman from another country. She's light-skinned too. We know how the sisters feel about the light-skinned sisters. You feel me? This is a light-skinned joint. Who knows if she even identifies as a Black woman, right? Or an African woman either. She might even say that she's like, you ask her, she might say, oh, I'm German. You know what I'm saying? I might have some Black in me, but I'm German. I've seen a lot of European women that look just like her. And they not even mixed. They just look like her. So she might not even identify as black. But regardless, just imagine how a lot of Western American women feel when they hear a brother like Austin Holloman took this foreign woman and he took her to another country, let her move in. He talking about this is his wife. I'm sure he paying for her whole entire lifestyle, paying for her flights, all that. Just imagine how that feel to American women. These American chicks they get flew out, they get smashed on and sent right back home. Return to sender on these American joints. You can't keep these American joints over too goddamn long. Man, hell no, y'all be fighting and all types of issues would occur. But this brother, he went ahead, got him a cool light-skinned joint. He done bossed up her life. Yeah, okay, he be sipping here and there. But man, do you know how many of these American joints getting abused right now in America with a broke dude? And here go Austin Holloman bossing up this foreign woman's life. Austin Holloman is the devil to an American woman. Passport bros are demons to American women. You telling me y'all brothers had this much money, y'all didn't spend it on us? Y'all didn't trick on us? We're your moms, we're your sister. The fact that you guys would go to other countries and boss up these foreign women's life instead of us, you feel what I'm saying? Clyde says, she said she's black in past videos. Okay, that's good that she says she's black then. At least she identifying. I ain't gonna lie though, I did a video recently. She was, seemed like she was a Officer Tatum supporter. And Officer Tatum, as we know, the brother has a lot to say about black people, a lot of foul words for black people. So he's one of those he's one of those brown-skinned, self-hating black brothers, and I believe Austin said she liked his videos. So that was a big questionable. I still got to ask Austin, about that, and see what's going on with that. Cause that's not right. Biggie says he got rejected by American women. He hates American women. Yeah. I mean, well, how could you love them? I mean, if you've been getting rejected, the crazy thing about being an American man or a Western brother is that that these American chicks are not on your level. Do you know how many women I've been around in America? And I'm like, you're not even on my level. Hold on. I have my own place. I have a car. I have things going for myself. I'm working hard. I'm a hard worker. One thing about me, a lot of you guys don't know about what I do for business, right? What permits me to be able to travel in the world. Check this out, right? I'm a resourceful man. I'm always picking up a new job so I can go ahead and add more money into my stable. Another thing about me as well, I work online and I work in a travel space. So this already works out perfectly for my kind of lifestyle. But you think to yourself, you have all this shit going for you and you have an American woman. I remember I went up to 2 women at Target. I was new to the city. I just simply asked these women because this Target didn't have what I was looking for. And I asked them, I said, excuse me. I say, hey, how y'all ladies doing? I see y'all rocking out to the music. I say, do you mind? Because there was music playing. So I go up to the ladies, shaking my head. Oh, I see y'all dancing. All right, cool. Excuse me. Do y'all mind just letting me know, is there another Target around this area? These ladies looked at each other, laughed, and walked away. And then I said, God damn, what? Mind you, can you imagine, like, this isn't even me trying to spit game. This is me just being a decent, humble brother. So for these chicks to act like that, I'm like, the audacity. Like, shorty, you're not even on my level. Like, what the? Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, I would never actually talk to you if it wasn't for, let's be honest, most men trying to just hook up with these chicks or to get directions. I would never actually consider you of any type of caliber of quality for a man like myself. So the audacity of American chicks to think that they're so high on a pedestal just because so many high value men are piping them out, eventually you got to come back to the streets because that's what you are. You're a street stroller. You haven't worked hard to be a woman of moral value and integrity. You're out here shaking your butt online. You're out here talking about a man is only money. Where's the bag? Secure the bag, sis. I can care less about these men. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Yeah. They like these Pookies and Ray Rays. Keep shining, King Travel. I appreciate that, brother. Hit the super chat so I can shine brighter. Shit, you hit the super chat. I might shine like a diamond, goddamn. Might shine like a diamond, goddamn it. That's what I was trying to say.
Officially a digital nomad. Congratulations on starting your journey
Look
around.
at her face. I'm sorry, y'all. That face is a face like I done secured me a rich dude that's gonna take me all around the mother effer world with him. That's if I was listen, if I'm a woman, that's how I'm laughing too. Like, what you mean? Yeah, you a digital nomad, my eye. I just secured a black man from America that's finna fund my lifestyle. That's how I would be laughing. I would be smiling like shit. What? Shit.
On the world. So before becoming a digital nomad, what did your life look like in Namibia? And what made you start questioning whether that was the only path available to you doing radio?
Oh, so she was a radio host. That's crazy. Wow, she really was a radio host, huh? She does have a very proper voice. She doesn't like, some ladies you'll meet down here because I'm in South Africa. He got his woman from South Africa too, southern part of Africa, right? Because she's from Namibia. But that's interesting because her English is pretty good. Her English is pretty good, and not everybody in South Africa or even Southern Africa can speak good English. Everybody hates when I say that, but I've ran into plenty of people in this country that can't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. I'm like, God damn it, guys. Like, I know I ain't the best at diction, but I'm not horrible. Like, my vocabulary is decent to at least be able to carry out a conversation. Some people, they just cannot understand me out here, though. It's kind of like when I go down south. Y'all know I'm from California. And when I travel down south, people, when they talk to me, they like, what did you say? I'm like, you didn't understand this? They're like, no. I'm like, when I go to California, everybody understands me. But yes, but anyways, let's continue.
In Namibia, I used to do a lot of things actually. It wasn't so in Namibia, I used to do a lot of things actually. In Namibia, so I used to do a lot of things actually. I used to do a lot of things actually. I used to do a lot of things actually. I used to do a lot of things actually. I used to do a lot of things actually. I used to do a lot of things actually.
Now listen, right? I did that because it's funny. But the truth is that y'all got to really pay attention to a lot of these ladies' history. Now, for what we do know about this woman, she has worked in the radio. She doesn't give off like she live in the streets and she been doing all this type of stuff, right? But I will say this. Y'all got to pay attention to when these ladies be saying, oh, I did a lot of things in my past. I used to be a wild girl. I used to, she didn't say nothing like that, but y'all got to pay attention to that. I don't give a hell if it is a foreign woman. Oh, but bro, you said foreign women are better. Hell yeah, they're better. But at the same time, if they're raised inside of a major city, they can be corrupted mentally, So y'all got to make sure y'all pay attention to that.
It wasn't just radio. So while I was studying media and arts and technology, I also had a few other jobs as well. I was a waitress. I did promotions. I worked at events for like artist management. I did promotions. I worked at events for like artist
Lord God. Did she just say she be working at events for artists? You mean like musicians? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I hate chicks that be working in those lifestyles. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Z, this is the worst thing you could have told me. Why would you tell me this? Austin, move aside. Austin, move aside. Z, between me and you, why would you say this to me? Z, please clean this up, please. Because some ladies that work around artists, they might be decent women. So please, oh my gosh. Like, so you were just hanging around rappers and celebrities and shit? Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that type of stuff. I don't like my woman having a past working around artists and shit. Oh my God. Like, it's bad enough she said that she be working at events and stuff. And I was trying to like, okay, but do you know working in those lifestyles? Oh, Y'all give me a second, man. I'm not too. Some reason I got a bad taste in my mouth now. All of a sudden, it's God. Why would she tell me that? Z, why would you tell me that? Why would she say that to me? Why would she tell us that, y'all? Why would she tell us that she used to work at events and used to work around artists? Why would she tell us that? Like, shorty, lie to me. Like, lie to us. Damn. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Management at events and stuff like that.
And events and stuff like that. Like, shorty, please explain what you mean by that, Z. Like, see, we can't keep letting you females slide with that shit. Like, oh, I used to work at events and work around artists and shit. What do you mean by that? Ask women deep questions. That's the issue with some of you men. You guys don't ask women deep questions. I ask women very deep questions. I want to get to the bottom. What do you mean you used to work, around artists? What do you mean by that? What do you mean you used to work around artists? Like, can you explain that a little bit better? Oh, you used to work around artists and do what exactly? Oh, okay. So you're working around artists and you were just like what's like serving them like what like I mean, what were you like? Were you an assistant? Oh, were you an assistant manager? Like, oh, were you like one of the people that just set up the cheers and stuff? I've talked to women that have told me like, oh, I used to do events and like kind of set up the cheers and stuff. Oh, okay, cool. But like when it came time to like the actual people coming out, then I would leave. I wouldn't be there like for the actual club event. I would just be there to set it up. You set up the stage, you set up the chairs, all that stuff, and then we leave. Then everybody else comes, like the ladies and the strippers, all this stuff like that, and then they come. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So please, guys, when you're running into these women, even if they're foreign women, please ask them, hey, shorty, what do you mean by that? When you said that you used to work at clubs and did events and worked around artists, what do you mean by that? Also ask them deep level questions as well. I'm sure being in an industry like that was like a lot of high traffic and a lot of high value men, a lot of high value individuals. If we were to go outside right now, would any one of these guys be able to say, hey, I was in that woman? Hey, she has some good puss, bruh. You're going to enjoy that. You guys need to ask your woman these deep questions, man, because this is crazy. Those industries are literally made for women that are in the streets, women that are okay with the street life. Ugh. I'm not a fan, y'all. I'm not a fan. Ugh. That shit just threw me. My bad, y'all. I'm supposed to be watching the video. We only 45 seconds in. God damn it. Y'all call into the show, man. Let me drop the little link right here, too. Let me throw the little link right here real quick for y'all, man. I know I'm cooked. I already know I'm cooked, y'all. Y'all ain't got to tell me twice. I already know I'm messed up. Because I'm 45 seconds in, and we got to still react to MTR versus AMS. We got a lot.
So entertainment in general, connecting, talking to people, that was always my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
why? Wait, hold on. Why was talking to people always your thing? Why is that? Why do you like talking to people in the entertainment industry? Why don't you like talking to your mother effing pastor? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said mother effing. But why don't you talk to your goddamn... Oh, shit, I'm really cooked now. Look what y'all have. You guys are the problem. Y'all made me say that. Y'all made me say goddamn. That's GAHT. But still, it sounds like God, so now I'm about to be judged. Damn, y'all done cooked me from heaven and cooked me with my relationship with Austin, man. We was cool. Now we cooked. Look at that. Because he going to be thinking I'm talking about his girl now and shit. We just breaking down we just breaking it down. We just breaking it down, man. At the end of the day, like I always say, man, if Austin finds quality in this woman, he says, man, I don't give a shit about her past. Shit, she could have goddamn been selling that mother. You know what I'm saying? If Austin do all this type of stuff, you know what? It is what it is, man. Yeah, it is what it is, shorty. Like, I'm happy for you. Like, hey, if that's what it is, then it is what it is. Pay It says, hey, Traveltriberaw, it is suspicious. Boy, I'm telling you. See, now y'all gonna get me kicked out of my apartment complex. I just told y'all I'm staying in a very nice high-rise apartment. I can literally see the curvature of the earth. Well, no, I'm not that high up, but I can see the edge of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Not the edge, but I can see as far as the eye can see. There's no bigger buildings inside the city than I'm in right now. And y'all about to get me kicked out of my apartment complex. Seriously. If y'all haven't checked out the footage, man, check out the footage. I had 3 dudes break into my apartment the other night. This is when I was staying in another apartment, and I think the lady set me up. So I also did another video confronting that chick. That's in the YouTube membership and on the Patreon. Patreon gets all the raw and craziest content. YouTube memberships, they get like the light version. We give y'all some things, but Patreon members, they've been with me from the jump. I got to show love to them the most. That's why there's a slight difference in price. But it's $8.99 on the Patreon and $4.99 on YouTube. If you can't pay that, y'all just ain't messing with me. Let's go ahead and get to the rest of the video because we got to react to MTR versus AMS because AMS, Alpha Male Strategies, the originator of this whole alpha male manosphere kind of stuff. He was one of them. He kind of popped it off around Coach Greg Adams, all them brothers. This brother AMS, I think he was talking some ish about passport bros and why you don't need to travel and all this stuff. But we gonna see because I'm like, bro, the only possibility is traveling. That's the only way we're going from this point on. There's no regressing going backwards, silly. You can't find these feminine women and cooperative and legacy building women and go back to what you've been in America. Hell no. That's like a chick that's raised inside of like Omaha, or Idaho or some ish. And then she raised in like a Mormon village and she go out to Miami and she on a goddamn yacht living her best mother effing life and telling her, hey, now it's time to go back to your Mormon village where y'all don't got no electricity. Man, hell no, man. Let me stop shouting, man.
In Namibia, radio is the closest thing that consistently pays you your money.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I would say that's why I chose, to mainly focus on radio because as the time went by, especially after COVID, it was just very difficult to find a job and like certain gigs and stuff like that. I was a pro. I did promos as well, promotions at events.
Stop saying that you did events. Like, yo, relax, man. Stop it. Tell me, like, Austin, can't you ask, like, brother, like, ask her to make so I can watch this video with more ease. Austin, can you ask her, like, so what happened at these events? Austin, like, say something, like, brother, please, like, I'm begging you, bro. Like, I'm trying to not speak too much on this is your shorty, bro, so I'm trying to keep it respectful, but a joint that keep telling me that she used to work at events and she taking pride in it. She not on some, like, I've talked to women that's like, I regret working at the club. I'd be like, oh, thank God. Oh my God. So she got that demon out of her system. Good. So she was able to, get better mentally, more healthy. Maybe she's doing certain things that are more better for her lifestyle, instead of working inside of ungodly environments. But for a chick that just keeps saying that, like, man, I'm working in this and events and stuff, like, shorty, stop saying that to me, to us. We're all Austin, shorty. We're all Austin. If you say that you worked at events, that hurts all of us. Because we all black brothers traveling or white, whatever y'all dudes is, yellows and
so
no racism. Yeah. Oh my God, this is so sensitive, man. It's love.
Oh, I bet you were a great promo girl.
Of course.
I'd have been the first one in your inbox. I'd have been in your inbox every day.
Thank you.
Austin, did you just hype her up working in an ungodly environment? I'm sorry. When I keep doing this, it's me zipping my mouth and throwing the key. All right. So I'm going to do like this, right? I'm going to give y'all the key. And when I do like this, somebody need to say, here's the key, or put a key emoji in the chat. If y'all don't do that, I'm going to keep it quiet. I'm not giving no reaction. I'm not talking no more, y'all, because we 1 minute and 30 seconds in. This whole video, 20 minutes. We still got to react to MTR versus AMS, talking about passport bros, Geomax, and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to zip my mouth right now. I'm going to keep it closed. And until y'all give me the key back by putting key emojis, I'm not going to talk until y'all put key emojis in the chat. All right. When I do like this, somebody got to say key emojis. Y'all got to put the key emojis. If not, I'm just going to keep it quiet.
Probably not, no.
But yeah, you would have been actually, because it wasn't like the type of promos that was in clubs and stuff. It was the type of promos that's like for NetBank,
Yeah, that kind
corporate
of stuff.
companies and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what my life basically looked like. There was like before I met Austin, I
All
was
right, they threw
in
me
my
the key. They threw
hometown.
me the key. Thank you. Now let me say this. Right now, check this out. She just said that she was doing events like NetBank. Oh my God. Like, yo, that was music to my mother effing ears, man. Like, oh my goodness, man. Shout out to this shorty, bro. I really said, like, goddamn, this dude got himself a goddamn demon. Like, this chick she taking pride in working in events. And yeah, I was out there in events and shit. I just wasn't saying it, but thank God she just cleaned it up right now. She was working in places like NetBank, all that type of stuff. Excuse me, y'all. Give me 1 second, real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm listening, though. I'm listening. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to lock my voice again. Y'all going to have to give me the key to react. I'm keeping it quiet. I'm not going to keep interrupting.
Without a job and all that. And say a few months before I met him, that's when I now got my radio job, like my presenting job. So that's basically, it was stagnant for some time. And then the breakthrough came through. I got the job. And then another breakthrough came through. So I'm excited for this new journey.
Okay, so speaking of that, did you ever like actually think about, I mean, everybody's thought about traveling to another country. Probably not Americans, but most people. Did you ever think about becoming a digital nomad? Like, we'll be here in Kenya for a couple months and then we're going to go somewhere else, and then we're going to go somewhere else, and then somewhere else. Did you ever see yourself traveling like that?
Well, I've always had crazy dreams, like they would say, crazy dreams when I was a child. So that's always been one of my dreams. Like I just want to travel. I was always like, before I have kids, I need to travel and all these things. So traveling has always been something that I want to do. But somehow I thought that, okay, it will never happen to you. So
Oh,
you need
no.
to just let go of that dream. But I never really let go of the dream.
See
I
that.
mean, we are here now.
Okay. So with that being said, what were some of the biggest mental, financial, and or cultural barriers you had to overcome before you felt comfortable enough leaving home and building a life abroad? Like, for example, one of those things was, as I said in the interview we did earlier, the cultural barrier that you had was Austin wants to just buy me a ticket and I come to Kenya and meet him from Malaysia. But you forced me to come back to Namibia to meet your family.
When a sore throat just won't stop, get fast relief.
So what was the biggest mental challenge? Like letting go of your family, trusting me and quitting your job. That's so
Yeah, that one was the biggest challenge, trusting someone and just, trusting a man and quitting your job and all these things. But I knew that it wasn't just any man that I'm trusting. And also before then, like there was lots of talks and it would gradually happen, but it was mentally and emotionally very draining for me, because it's like I have my family on this side, then I have this amazing opportunity on this side, and I'm going to build with someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with. So this was for me the main thing that I needed to focus on. But me being the African girly, old school girly that I am, my parents, like I was just worried about, well, my parents say it's okay, he still has to come meet my parents. So that really drained me mentally, because that was the only thing that I could think about. And then financially, I didn't have to set out money for 3 months in advance. So that was the nice thing. And also, financially, I would say that me quitting my job, that was one of my biggest worries. I was like, okay, so you're quitting your job, you're leaving this chapter, you're closing this chapter, you're leaving this behind, and now you're gonna, embark on a new amazing chapter, a new amazing beginning. But what if something goes wrong? And I was like, Anzel, do not think of the what ifs in a negative way. So financially for me, it was mainly just the thing of how will I still be able to send my parents money home? How will I make sure that they are okay? So all those things.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm. All right. All right. Shout out to the brother. He gave me the key. All right. Listen. Look, now check it out, right? Check it out. What she just said was dope. She said that she, was mainly worried about, like, how what her parents, she sounded like she really cared about her parents. She'd be sending money to her parents. Y'all gotta watch that too. Sometimes these foreign chicks, they never send a goddamn dollar back to their goddamn family, man. They families living in mud huts. They was out here living their best life on some yacht, talking about family who? I'm a good city girl. Woo! Is that Don Julio? Actafulio, they just getting me to Gulio. Like, man, they can't care about their family any less. But she sounds like she really serious about her family. But y'all gotta be careful because sometimes they be lying. They be trying to just get some more money from you, talking about all this shit. But I like what she said though, like have them meet my parents, et cetera, et cetera. See, these African women, they more serious about you meeting their parents than American women. American women, this is the biggest issue with American women too. If you meet an American woman's family, like what even you meet her mom, like what's even the point? The mom is for the streets too. So the mom don't even look at you as like, oh, okay, just another guy. All right, cool. She don't care about introducing you to her mother. Like it's like kind of like, most American women, they only got their mom. So, they don't really care that much, you know. Babaslav says, yo, I'll be going to Germany in October. Okay, hey, have a good time in Germany, brother. Have a good time in Germany. Guten Tag. Anyways, Traveltriberaw, you seen her channel yet? Damn, she got a channel for real? I didn't know she started her channel yet. I thought they was preparing her to have her channel. We might have to go to her channel for real. What she be doing on her channel, man? And one thing I like right now with her outfit, I just want to call out her outfit real quick. See, these chicks, they be trying to show too much, man. I don't like a woman that show too much. You know what I'm saying? Now, this woman, clearly you can't see past. I don't want to be able to see the line in that maybe that's being TMI. Austin, it's respect, brother. Seriously, I swear. But listen, it's the fact that I can't see too much on her makes me respect her a bit more right here. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that she could have said, oh, it's my nighttime pajama clothes, so I'm just going to dress like I'm for the streets. Because it's nighttime, Austin, relax. It's a sports bra because it's nighttime. Oh, I'm working out, like, so I wear a bra and I'm going to the beach, so I'm going to wear a bra and panties, Austin, relax. But it seemed like she, like, really respecting herself, at least decently in this video right here. I ain't seen all of Austin's videos. He got 1 million, so I can't really, but right here, it do seem pretty good, right? Let's read some of these comments though. Hey, hit the super chats if y'all want your comments read first. I really appreciate all the love and support. After this, like I said, we finally get into MTR versus AMS on this whole passport bro stuff. It's a big deal, man. She still has a good mind, still wants to send money back to her family. Right. And we hope she's really genuine with that too, because that's really dope. And I like how quick she was to introduce Austin to her family as well. That's a big deal in Africa, seriously, because African parents, they don't play. What you introduced me to a bum for? Like, what the hell you mean you fell in love? Like, has he went to school? What's his attributes? What is his value add? What type of man is he? You know what I'm saying? They really be asking questions like that. In America, these moms, man, they don't be asking no damn relevant questions, man. They just be, you know what I'm saying? Is his meat long? Like, they don't care in America. They don't care about nothing. They don't, yeah. Biggie Small says, she want that green card. Don't let that fool you is what he meant to say, I believe. You know what I'd be curious to ask Austin? Do you believe in taking women back to America? Does anybody know that answer? Maybe y'all know the answer. But I'll be curious to ask them, like, do you know any women? I mean, excuse me, do you know, excuse me, my bad. Would you be willing to take a woman back to America? That's what I want to ask Austin. Because me personally, I always tell you guys, I tell every woman that I talk to as well, right? Every woman I talk to, I always tell them, I say, when I'm traveling, I say, I want you to understand, we can date, we can talk. But as it pertains to us leaving this country and going back to my country, I would never do that to you. Sometimes they ask, well, why? I say, because I know that would taint you and I would lose my attraction to you. They say, how would that be possible? I would be the same person. I grew up on my moral values. I have my own belief systems. I have my religion and I have my family grounding me. I say, number one, that's not true. Once you leave the comforts of your country, now disgusting, perverted law is now your new way of life. I'm not going to put you in a country where your mindset is going to be perverted by all this sexuality that's in our medias, all the sick people that are in our countries that are mentally insane, all types of issues, right? I'm not going to put you into that. That's sick. That's not a healthy lifestyle. We can go to nice countries, but it's not going to be countries that are inhumane and that do not value family. I do not want your mind that is more easily corrupted than me as a man. I do not want your mind going back to a country like that. No, I don't want that for you. I want the best for you. My job as a man is to protect you, not only what physically, but also mentally as well. You know, to protect you mentally as well, I have to get you up off of all these goddamn social media platforms. That's number one. Number two, help you unlearn and then relearn some good values. And then number three, keep you in environments that are more healthy for families and legacies. Simple as that. See, we got a lot of comments coming in, man. Hey, y'all hit the super chat, man. Show some love. Let's continue the video. I see we got a lot of comments.
I really had to actively focus on and try to solve, and Austin helped me with it.
Well, I'll tell you this. I had the exact same doubts. I had a barbershop in Louisville, Texas, and I went to Brazil the first time in February 2022. And I was like, okay, I was going to come every 3 months. Then the second time, I was like, I got to figure out how I can move out here. And then by the time October, that was in May, and then by the time October 2022.
Damn, hold on. GM's Nightmare says once she gets an online fan base, she's going to leave Austin. Y'all really believe that? Y'all really believe that? What things has she done so far that makes y'all think that she would just leave him? Like, I mean, you guys know, I know how to read these joints, but like, she don't give me the vibe like I'm going to leave him. But maybe I just need to watch more content. That's really what it be coming down to. Like, see, Biggie Small says yes. Like, yeah, you know, he also says I'll never put my girl on social media. Right. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, do y'all think she's plotting on him? Y'all think she's just using him for a green card, or maybe to go ahead and you know, get a fan base? Damn. That would be real cold. She don't give me that energy just yet. She don't give me that energy yet. You know what would make me think that like she trying to do that is if like every time we record, she trying to show her behind. Y'all know there was a woman that I was dating, right? And I was trying to add her onto my polygamous journey. Let me show y'all real quick, man. Let's go back. Let's go all the way back, man. God damn it. We going back to the polygamous journey 2.0. What was that, 1.5? We going to go back to my polygamous journey. And as you guys know, my goal with the polygamous journey was to, before I actually marry these women and get into a polygamous union with these women, I truly wanted to date them on camera. I thought I can really do this, but I realized the way I do things now is better than how I do things before, because I learned you can't put these women on camera like that, because their mindset goes straight to like, oh my God, like it's attention. Like, oh my God, like the one chick that I was dating, she wasn't one of my ladies, right? This is a woman I was dating, trying to see if she would be good for me and the woman that I currently had. Y'all know Marmar. Does anybody an OG of the channel? Do y'all remember Marmar? That's the joint right there that, you know, it was me and her, and we was trying to get another one because the other one that we previously had, she was, you know, something was going on. I don't want to talk about that. That's private. But let's go back to the polygamous journey real quick, y'all. Work with me here. Work with me. Send a super chat in if y'all mess with the content, man. Shout out to everybody that's here tonight. Right now, and I push out this content for you. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, it is 10 p.m. in the country I'm in. So I'll be pushing out this content for y'all, man, because it's real love. It's real love. I'm trying to get y'all right. Leave this damn evil these evil Western countries that be trying to mess y'all lives up. Hold on, let me get to the polygamous journey real quick, y'all. Hold on, here we go. Y'all remember Marmar, right? This is crazy. I actually don't even really like looking back at this content, y'all, because y'all, I was really actually dating these women like on a serious level. So for y'all, when I look back and go to content where like, oh, I'm talking to this chick, et cetera, that should be like kind of like, damn. It's not like I be missing them, but I do be like, damn, you know, like, you know, how do I explain it? Like that shit kind of like, damn, you know, you don't want to see chicks that you used to talk to. Y'all dig what I'm saying? All right, hold on. Let me show y'all real quick. Boom. Let me pull them up. Y'all remember this? Listen, 2 beautiful bad things on my roster. I just need some pasta and lobster, whatever she said. Listen, we out here, man.
Thank you, Daddy.
Oh, so you know the song. Anything from my favorite lady. And then we out here, Miss Luca, great. Dar es Salaam, man. I got my 2 beautiful ladies out here, man. And look, we just out here having a great time. We're staring at a very days, you know, for composers and the mixtures and all that. Like, play shows. Maji behind us, whole bunch of Bahari.
No, this is.
That's why I tell people I want to go swimming in the Maji. Biz, man, if you don't got a passport, I don't know what you're doing, gang. Listen, y'all ladies, just real quick, since it's a quick video, I want y'all to show me y'all favorite part of the crib so far. Let's go. Y'all got 30 seconds. My bad, y'all. Damn, look what y'all did to me, man. This y'all fault. This y'all fault. This y'all fault. Biggie says, damn, beautiful. They beautiful than Austin girl. Damn, that's cold. Austin girl pretty. Come on, man. Stop hating. Seconds to show y'all favorite part of the crib. Yeah.
I'm here.
Hey, they just went. Which way we gonna go? Hold on, whoever grabbed me. Oh my God. Oh.
Come here, you should come.
Oh shoot. Okay, she overpowered me. Okay. So boom. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is, I don't know if it was this video, but there was a video where I realized, right? This joint right here, the one in the purple, right? Now I want you to notice something, right? The joint in the purple. They said young Traveltriberaw, you funny as hell. That's when I was just tribe, huh? You know what I'm saying? I had only been to a few African countries at this point in my life, but man, like whatchamacallit? So as y'all can see, right, the joint right here in the purple. Oh my gosh. Shit, I'm trying to. This chick used to always want to have her shirt up, right? And this used to concern me a little bit because I'm thinking if I'm gonna be long-term with a woman, I can't be having her like constantly having her shirt up like this, clearly trying to show off her derriere. The only reason you're gonna have your shirt tucked in or your shirt just picked up over like that is because you're trying to show off your backside. See, this joint right here, I used to tell her, like, you know, okay, you know, whatever you feel like would look good on social media, you know what I'm saying? Just do that, you know, wear this type of outfits, blah, blah, blah. But she was, this one right here, Marmar, she was very conservative, like, you know, and she was more like, you know, I had to kind of force her into like kind of doing certain things because I'm like, it's for social media. So, you know, they don't want to see you in the Muslim attire or nothing like that. They want to see you like, you know, in clothes like this, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe like, you know, even a crop top. But really, I didn't even want her and stuff like that. But I just told her, because she was showing me like little TikTok videos. I'd be like, yeah, cool. Yeah, stuff like that. Cool. Stuff like that. Okay, yeah, boom. But she was never somebody to try to constantly put her, you know, body on the camera. And while this chick right here, I know I keep calling her this chick, she already showing her face here, right? You know what I'm saying? Boom. Mink mink. That's what we used to call it, right? Mink mink. You know what I'm saying? We had the little online social media name, but you know, we called her that. But right here, she had this thing where she always wanted to show off her goddamn behind. And she had a fatty, y'all. She had a fatty, like, you know, but the thing, my issue is that it's like, shorty, not every video do you need to be like, just, it's too much attention. Like, you're not even serious about the polygamous journey. You feel me? Like, I was thinking longevity with a chick like this. I said it couldn't work. It just couldn't work. Now, Marmar, that's a different story, right? Marmar, you know, it's not like I'm talking to her now, but I'm just like on some, you know, she was more conservative. You feel me? Even me having her wear this shirt was because I felt like the other outfit that she had on previous to wearing this shirt, it was too much. And just like that, y'all, I don't even remember how I got onto this conversation. So boom, we back to Austin, and we back to the video. And again, please take this goddamn key from me so I can stop talking. When I do like this, y'all, that means I need y'all to put key emojis in the chat. I need y'all to give me the goddamn key back. All right, so I can open my mouth and start reacting to the video again, because it's a reaction, right? But for right now, I'm gonna close my mouth and I'm gonna
to it rolled around. I had already started making money online sustainably. It was consistent and sustainable, and I was like, okay, I'm about to make this.
Thank God. Shit. Now let's go ahead and bring this to the screen real quick, right? So Pay It to says, a Traveltriberaw, to be real with you, young brother, I think it was your mistake to allow the conservative lady to do certain things for social media. Right. And that's no, my fault was completely putting them on social media to begin with. Why would you put women that you care about on social media, number one? That's the main question that you should be asking yourself as a man. But if you're a content creator, it'd be like that. Now, she wore conservative outfits. A lot of times she would even almost dress up similar, kind of in a way, to like how a Muslim would dress, right? Now, my thing was, I told her, I said, because some days, don't get it twisted, it's not like, oh, I changed her from being a Muslim. She wasn't a Muslim, but she was sometimes wear the, like, you know, the hijab, etc. And, you know, my thing is this, right? I would have her, because she would show me videos on TikTok. I would be like, yeah, you can wear stuff like that on the camera too. She was like, really? You don't think it's too much? I was like, nah, it's cool. Me personally, my mind was thinking, okay, polygamy, but try to transfer it to, you know, real polygamy eventually, right? Because right now it's just dating these women. But I was actually in a relationship with Marma, right? But the other woman, Ming, she was more like, you know, I was dating her. We was trying to see if she would be good to add on, given the other woman that we previously had to her, you know, I don't want to get into her situation. But so boom. So Marma, right? She was dressed conservative in a way, but also I didn't change her that much, right? Don't get it twisted. Like, because you said right here, you said, you know, damn, I can't even read this comment. Damn, it's so tiny. Oh my gosh, I hate when to do this. Real with you, brother. I think it was your mistake to allow her conservative lady to do certain things for social media. It was my fault for even having these ladies on social media to begin with, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I learned so much from being with these women. Like, man, I'm telling you, like, you can't put your woman on social media. This is not a healthy place for a woman to be. America's not a healthy place for a woman to be. What's that goddamn store? Victoria's Secret is not a healthy place for your woman to be. Las Vegas is not a healthy place for your woman to be. These are not healthy places for your woman to be. So I learned from this. I said, damn, I should have never had them on social media to begin with. Just imagine the amount of stress that some of these chicks could endure from you putting them on social media like this, like seeing certain comments, seeing certain things, you know. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? And even especially having two women, there's a lot that goes into this stuff. You know, it's a lot behind the scenes that I rarely say, But if y'all want me to get back and talking about my polygamous stuff, we can talk about that on another day. But yeah, that's why I say it's my biggest issue, putting them on camera to begin with. But she was conservative to an extent. Don't get twisted. She wasn't no goddamn Muslim, but she also wasn't, a goddamn street stroller either. So shout out to Marmar. I hope she's doing good in her life. It's no hate, you know what I'm saying? But that's in the past, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So yeah, I'm about to zip up my mouth again and give y'all the key. But before I do that, give me the key emoji when y'all want me to react, okay? I'm going to do like this. Y'all need to put the key emoji in the chat, all right? Shout out to the ones that have been doing it because I really won't talk unless I get that key emoji back, all right? Oh, yeah, he says, now I've seen you grown to see reality a lot better. Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely see my faults as a man, most definitely. And that's sometimes it's a hard part, too, because as a man, you're thinking to yourself like, damn, how I'm a man. So how could I, accepting that, like, damn, I wasn't being masculine and I wasn't being a good leader is very hard to admit, but I can admit that. That's why my polygamous journey 2.0 didn't work out. And Marmar stuck around for a minute, too. She stuck around for a minute. All right. So, yeah, we're going to need these key emojis in a second, y'all. We're going to need them in a second. I'm about to zip back up. I'm going to let this video play out, and then I'm going to give the reaction when y'all give me the key back. All right.
Right here, and I'm about to get rid of it to do this.
Yeah,
and I was like, I thought the same thing, like, what if it goes wrong? But then my mindset, I'm like, it's gonna work. I'm gonna make sure it works. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna cut hair while I'm out there. I always got, that's the skill I have, something
to fall back
so,
on.
Yeah, that was a big deal. It was a very big deal for me to do that. So I know exactly what you're talking about. When leaving everything behind that you've been working on. So how, even though we haven't been that many places, it's our second time here in Kenya, but how has traveling with your only friend changed your understanding of what is possible for somebody from Namibia? Because I know a lot of non-Americans or a lot of non-Westerners, so people that aren't Australian, Western Europe, or from the US or Canada, those are the main digital nomads from my understanding. I mean, there's Mexican digital nomads that I met and everything, yeah, but people from Namibia or Kenya look at someone like me and they're like what you said, like, I don't think I could do that, or maybe it's not for me. Now that you are doing it, has that changed your understanding of what is possible for a Namibian?
Very much so. I am. It's all still so surreal for me. I actually have cousins, believe me or not. I do have cousins that's not been in the capital city of Namibia. So for them, that is also like a barrier, right? It's possible, but that's like a barrier for them. Like, I've never seen this place. I don't think I'll ever see this place. I don't even care about seeing this place. So for me right now, breaking a bigger barrier and, just a stronger barrier and leaving my country and exploring right now, becoming a digital nomad and all that, I never thought that it would be. I always knew I would be able to do it. It's something I want to do. But, there's this little line of doubt. So I never really thought that that would be possible because of finances and all these things. Our currency is not part of the strongest. So I would say to the Namibians out there, it is possible. Trust me, it's possible for you to get out there and,
Mm, 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 mm. Mm. All right, what the hell was that? Did y'all see that little weird commercial? Did y'all just see? Look at the stuff, guys. This is literally. I can't even rewind this shit. Oh my god, I can't even rewind it. Yo, this is the shit that your kids are going to be seeing in America, man. This is the type of perverted country that we live in, where a dude he's a basic handyman drilling some nails inside of some wood, and then the nail flips out and flicks into another man's butthole, and the other man is trying to pull it out. And they put these cartoons in front of our offsprings, in front of our legacy, and they're trying to tell people like me and yourself that, oh no, it's perfectly normal to raise an offspring, a child, in this environment. How is that normal? How is that normal? Like, did y'all see that? Can you imagine that your offspring, your legacy, is going to be sitting there on their tablet or on their computer, and they'll just randomly see an ad where a goddamn nail flicks into another man's butthole and they have to force it out? Like, what is that shit, man? That's and see, you know, at some point I thought I was losing my mind and I thought I might be crazy, right? I said, maybe I'm the problem here. I don't want to take women back to America. Other guys keep taking their women back to America. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe it's okay to take your woman back to America, and maybe she won't be corrupted. Maybe she won't use you for a green card. Maybe she won't ever put you on child support or alimony. But then, you know, the raw side came out. The real side. This is why my name is Traveltriberaw, not Travel Tribe, cradle, and coddle myself to an inhumane society that pushes for effeminate brothers. I'm not here to coddle. I'm not here to cap and put on a cape for my country, man. I'm here to give the raw and realest form of real life. I'm here to preach and give the raw and realest forms of everyday real life, man, especially when I'm traveling around this world. And what I'm seeing is that there's no way that I could ever have my offspring inside of America, given that this is the type of content that they're going to have to endure. Like, just even this ad alone is just disgusting. This ad is just like, I mean, wow. Let's get back to Austin Holliman's video, y'all. My bad. Yeah, like, yeah, guys, yeah. Just they made them frogs gay. Oh yeah, with the atrazine. Wow, you're a smart brother for knowing that. I suck at users' names. You guys already know I suck at user names, but you good. You a smart brother for knowing that. Just like they made them frogs gay. Yeah, there's actually a chemical that they was put in cereal that was causing the frogs to switch genders. It was a chemical called atrazine. And that was turning these goddamn frogs into female frogs, you know, and it's horrifying. I heard that Gerber had a lawsuit of $1 billion because they did some type of trial on some young boy or something like that, and he was able to lactate milk out of his chest. He was able to actually produce milk. So anyways, that's crazy, y'all. Was the last video really the last bedroom podcast finale? Oh yeah, that was the end of the bedroom podcast finale because I got something else better planned. But yeah, I noticed it wasn't getting that much traction. We did it for about a month. You know, I seen the views wasn't as how I really wanted the views to be. So, you know, it takes like a whole week to get 1,000 views on a bedroom podcast. So I was like, yeah, let me stop with that. They ain't really messing with it. Y'all wasn't showing no love to it, man. If y'all want me to keep it going, y'all go ahead and show some love to it. Shit, if y'all wondering what the bedroom podcast is, we're gonna show y'all right now. Actually, hold on. Here we go. Let's pull this up. Boom, bing. Let me see. Is this the one? All right. Hey, ladies. Yay! In bed. I like when a shorty be real with it. A woman should just cheat on like the low key.
Low key, yeah, as long as you're not gonna get caught.
360 real quick. No. Real men take care of their kids.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Are you taking care of yours?
I don't have any kids. I'm smart. Shorty really thought she got me with that too. She's so silly for that. This girl really out here said, oh, you know, I told that joint, I said, I don't got no kids. Like, what you thought? This girl tried to play me on that thing, huh, y'all? She tried to play me, huh? Let's play that one part back real quick. She really thought she had me. Smart. I'm 100% sure. No. Real men take care of their kids.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Are you taking care of yours?
I don't have any kids. I'm smart. Poor girl. She almost had one. Gotta be quicker than that. All right, y'all. And shout out to everybody that's watching on Twitch, and shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. All the links to all my other social media platforms are in the description, man. Check those out, man. We got different content on some different platforms, so y'all check that out. Let's get back to Austin Element, man. Let's get back to it.
You have to do. Life is short. Explore a little bit. Go do what you have to do. Life is short.
I'm sorry. I got it. I'm super sensitive about my legacy, y'all, and I do not take it lightly. Everything that I do in my life is to better my legacy, and I take the people around me very serious. So when people say certain things, I ask a lot of questions, because if you're going to be a part of my tribe, I need to make sure that we're on the same type of mental capacity. We thinking at the same kind of mental frame rate. Y'all get what I'm trying to say here? So when she says you got to live your life, like, I want to know what you mean by that. Like, what does that mean for that? Like, do you mean like, am I just an experience for you? Like, yeah, you living your life. Does this mean like, okay, like this is temporary? Like this just because some chicks, you guys, this is next level thinking. This is why I say there's law and there's raw. The law says that women, when they get married to you, that's through sickness and in health. The raw side of life tells me that a lot of these women do not give a hell about God, and they can give a shit. So these ladies immediately, they divorce because they never really truly believed in, this is through sickness and in health. As soon as you get a goddamn sprung ankle, she up out of there, or she plotting her next escape. So I already understand these chicks in their mind, they like, oh, this is just a small thing in life. Oh, this is just a part of my life. Oh, this just real quick. You got to explore, you got to go from this into that. So you want to make sure to ask women these questions,
Trust me, it's possible for you to get out there and, explore a little bit. Go do what you have to do. Life is short.
See what you mean by that? Because life really isn't short if you live it wisely. See, life is short when you go to the club every weekend and you get blackout drunk and you fall asleep and can't remember the night before. Yeah, if every single weekend you're deducting 2 days off of your week, yeah, life gonna be short for you because you're deducting days from your actual life. You can't even remember the day before because you engaging in intoxicants and in ungodly places. You dig what I'm saying? Goddamn, I'm stuttering like a goddamn Nigerian. I tell you, like, man. But anyways, y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah, man. Life is very long. Don't let these people get it twisted, man. Life is very long when you live your life correct. You know how life can be long when you sit with your woman and you guys inside of your room enjoying each other's company, playing a board game. Do you know how long it feels like when you play a board game with your woman? It feels like that game has went on for eternity. But the great thing about playing a board game, when you wake up the next morning with your chick, you think to yourself, you know what, I'm happy we played that board game. I can remember everything that happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? When you cooked me that meal, when we played that board game, when we watched that movie together, I remember every single moment. And those were great moments. And I'm happy to have shared those moments with you. But when you spend these days inside a club and spend these days in places that are ungodly and unholy, that's where things go bad for you. That's where things go bad. And y'all know I'm not the most religious person, but I'm just here to tell y'all, like, yeah, your days can be short when you living it irresponsibly. Yeah, if you're doing irresponsible things, life can be short because you're going to be up out of here quick. So when a woman tells me, oh, life is short, YOLO, you only live once, I think to myself, goddamn, what you mean by life is short? Because my life is going to be long. And even if I was to go tomorrow, life for me has been long. I feel like I've been on this planet for a long ass time. You dig what I'm saying? Because the way that I structure and live my life is a plentiful life. I've been to lots of countries around the world. I've done a lot of great deeds for a lot of great people. Recently, South Africa and Nigerians, they're having a whole back and forth debacle. I said, okay, 3 Nigerians and 3 South Africans, I'm going to personally help out your business. And for the Nigerians that need to leave the country, let's say you've been here legally, but now, there's a lot of xenophobia here. Sometimes it can be considered rightfully so because some of these Nigerians are doing some illegal things inside South Africa, but doesn't mean all of them are. So if you a Nigerian that's been here legally, I put out the statement. I said, hey, for 3 of you guys, go ahead and hit me up, even women included. Hit me up. I'll get you a flight back to your country. Simple as that. And I really did mean this. I still mean this. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Payata says, you have to be cold with women say nowadays. Yeah, you do. Because these women, they're not straightforward creatures. They've never been.
Well, here's what I'll say too. One thing that is holding Namibians back, let's just use them only, is because I'm going to post this video. If this video gets a certain number of views, I'll get a good amount of money for it. Y'all don't have that opportunity for whatever reason. We watched the documentary. I don't know what it is. So Namibians have to have an online business that they're using YouTube to promote, but it's very hard to have motive. Like, unless if you're making like a shitload of money from that business every time you post a video, it's hard to post a video knowing you won't make anything. Like, you got to really care about what you're talking about. I mean, like when I was a barber,
because we are not monetized.
Yeah, when I was a barber, I would just post the videos because I was already making money. Cause I'm just recording to see if this will work. But when it's becoming a digital nomad, it's vice versa. So
wait, can I just quickly go back to that?
Call in, y'all. Call in.
I will try to find some ways to explain more on how it can be possible, because I know sitting there right now, you might be like, you had something to, fall back on, something to help you to finally embark on this journey and, go for bigger and better things and all that. But we don't have that opportunity. The finances aren't there and all these things. So I'm going to do some research and I'm going to get back to you. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. I think I need to elaborate more on me saying that it's highly possible. But I feel like anything is possible.
So what has been the hardest part of adjusting to this new lifestyle? I mean, you don't have to clock into work anymore. That was a big thing for me. Like, I don't have to be anywhere to cut hair at a certain time. It feels like you have less responsibilities now, even though your biggest responsibility is staying alive, feeding yourself, rent, etc. What has been the hardest part of adjusting to that lifestyle, and what has it taught you about? Have you been able to learn more about yourself through that?
Well, this is something that I've always known, especially like the last few months before quitting my job. I'm somebody that loves to give my all, right? And like towards the last, I think, month or two, everything became a little bit too much. So I started to procrastinate. I started to, I didn't give my all as I used to. I went to work. I was at work on time. I handed in my work and all that, but I didn't do the extra things like, making sure that I have my certain amount of interviews. It was also difficult because there's like certain restrictions, of course. But with this, it's a thing of need to, but with this, it's a thing of I
if we get enough super chats, maybe we can get the ad-free version of YouTube. I don't know. I'm just saying shit,
need to keep that mentality of you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent, and also procrastination. I told my cousin while I was busy editing the other video, episode 1. Now I went over to episode 2 and I told her that, oh my goodness, it's going to be so hectic because I'm such a perfectionist. So it takes me longer to edit my stuff, like the little details, like the little transitions and all these things. I focus on that. And she told me that perfection is a state of perception. So it's basically like, for me, it might not be perfect, but for somebody else, they might watch it and they might be like, oh, okay. So what she told me was that perfection can really cause procrastination. So what I learned, that is something new that I learned about myself. Being a perfectionist might cause you to procrastinate. So I would have to maybe put in 10 times more the work and try to work faster, or just be a little bit, gentle with myself.
Yeah, I would say, to piggyback over what you were saying a second ago, I'm not saying you were comfortable in the comfort zone where you were at before you started doing this, but you are now in a position where like this has to work, or you got to go back home, or you could be stuck.
Yeah.
So that's what drives people. Wonder why my work ethic is so good. It has to be. I don't have that barbershop in Texas no more. There's nothing. This is me.
Yeah. I
So
think that's what also adds to me wanting to push
yeah,
harder
you have
than
to.
what I did.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And
definitely.
let's be honest, this is like living on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
mean, you still have to work, but
I really like what Austin's saying right here, man. You guys have to realize too. See, this is why I always tell you guys it's very hard for me to make videos for how a lot of you guys can make money while traveling. Me personally, you guys know I travel, I have a business that involves traveling. So this is why I'm able to travel like this. Also, I work online. And another thing as well, I'm always willing to take a job. I'm a resourceful man. So when I get back to America, if there's money out there, there's money to be made. You dig what I'm saying? So I never really stopped working. Even when Austin just said this right now, it's actually interesting because he said, like, it's almost like you're working, but you're still on like a vacation or something. I have not felt like I've been on a vacation for many, many years. I can't tell you guys if I've ever really just traveled anywhere to all the countries I've been to around this planet. I can't say that there's been a certain country that I've been to that I would just say, oh, this was a vacation. I've been to islands surrounding America, like Catalina Island. That was a vacation for me. But that was many years ago. I haven't traveled to a certain country for a vacation. Everything's always been either business or, it's just the country that I'm currently in because I'm working in the country, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I've never exactly looked at these countries as like, oh, this is a vacation like that. There's been certain things that might have gave vacation energy or so, but yeah, I've never really just been like able to look. I'm always thinking about business, and this isn't good too, guys. You want to be able to, when you guys travel, to work and to have a happy medium where half the time you feel like you're on vacation, or at least not even half the time, but 20% of the time it feels like a vacation, and 70%, wow, I'm crazy. 25% of the time it feels like vacation, and 75% it feels like actual job. Okay. But like I always said, it's hard for me to put out these videos. I got a video coming out soon that's really good on how you guys can make money legitimately when traveling. Everybody else there, guys, don't even watch the rest of these people's videos. When I post this video, you guys are going to understand the truth. These other content creators are lying to you guys, and they're giving you false hope. And I remember before I ever had any money, I remember I would be looking at these false hope YouTube channels, thinking to myself, wow, and I'll pay for all these stupid courses. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, this is going to help my life. But affiliate marketing, the stock market, all these goddamn fake, all these little things that they have these days, drop shipping, they're not guarantees. These are gambles, man. These are gambles. And there's a monopoly on it. So like you're thinking to yourself, I'll just get into drop shipping. What about the Chinese that are multi-Chinese billionaire tycoons that have a drop shipping empire? And they're constantly competing with all the little smaller brands. It's impossible, man. It's not impossible, but it's very rare. It's like making it to the NBA. If you want to make some good money on these kind of, online businesses. Okay, so let's continue with Austin.
Nobody wants to go back from living on vacation. Well, maybe you do. I could see myself wanting it later, but nobody wants to be in a position where I feel like taking a day off and you could just do it. Or, I feel like going to the next country and you could just do it, to going back to being stuck in Namibia and having to go to the radio station. Not saying that job was bad, but I'm just saying it's a difference in lifestyle. This is like an ideal lifestyle for many people. So speaking of that, you have recently started your own YouTube channel. You do a better job of editing than I do. How, now that you're documenting your growth since day one, since we were at the airport from Namibia here, how is doing this YouTube building your confidence and creating new opportunities? Like, what do you see the forecast of having a YouTube channel?
Well, I've always been a not theoretical. I've always been a theoret.
I have to tell, you're built like a pro. My husband says chest is the hardest muscle to build. What's your superset?
I don't have one. No gym.
No gym? How?
I'm 44. I don't waste time there. I do military calisthenics.
theoretical.
Theorist.
No, theoretical.
Okay.
Like theater.
Okay.
I've always been a theoretical person.
Mhm.
So I'm used to being in front of a crowd. So for me, what I see the camera as is, it's the crowd is there somewhere, but it's easier because it's just the camera. But I know I'm talking to people out there. Now, what YouTube or the new opportunities? That was the question,
Yeah.
right?
Do you feel like maybe collaborations with a
So
brand?
yeah, so what I am looking forward to is like you said, now it basically gave my answer, is like collaborations with different brands, especially Namibian brands. There are some Nairobi, like that. There's one brand that I would love to reach out to. They make jackets and stuff. So like they make their own clothes, like a clothing brand. So I will reach out to them as well. But I'm looking forward to connecting with people. I don't have a perfect answer for this. That is literally my answer. I love connecting like to people and, just being able to have just one conversation with someone is amazing because you don't know. That might be the conversation that
How
might
much
change
you
their life. Or that might be the conversation.
how much you like connecting with people, Z? You got to tell us here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like an overly social woman. It was bad enough when that dude came up to you in Austin and asked y'all that little dating question or some shit, and you responded. I'm like, I don't want my woman to talk to nobody. I don't even talk to these strangers. There's been so many times like I've talked to women like when they're with their husbands or boyfriend, and I'm just like, damn, man, like you talking to me like you gonna take the meat off my bone. Like, you feel me? Oh, somebody said I'm muted. Hold on. How long I've been? Am I muted? Oh, let me see something real quick. No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted, y'all. No, I can't tell you how many times, like, okay, for instance, right? Y'all know I went to school to be a technician, right? I went to a few different trade schools, but I went to school to be a technician. This is originally why, when I first started getting into all that. And oh, he said you were muted. Now you're good. I appreciate that. Yeah, let me know if y'all see any technical difficulties with the channel shit. But yeah, I remember I went to trade school to become a technician. Then after that, I went to another trade school so I can learn how to be a handyman. And do you understand that I would go to ladies' places and fix up like their beds and do some light plumbing and some light electrical? Do you know these chicks? They have a full-blown conversation with me in front of their husband, and I'm like, man, like shorty, like what? So what you want me to do? Like, like these chicks, man. I'm telling you, there was, oh my god, like, and this is how if a woman, let me give y'all some game real quick, and I'm gonna get back to the video, right? If a woman starts talking to you while she's with her man, she doesn't respect her man at all, and you potentially are able to smash that chick. Of course, if she gives you consent, right? Yeah, this YouTube, all these you got to over explain shit, but yeah, if a woman is with her man and she just randomly start talking to you and she just going on a full-blown conversation with you and she looking you directly in your eyes and just, what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, it's just, and then this and like, and just throw a jab. Sometimes you just got to do it for the love of the game. Sometimes you got to do it just for the love of the game, man. Don't do that, y'all. Unless you know how to defend yourself, don't do that. But sometimes you got to do it for the love of the game and just kind of throw a little jab at her, like right in front of her husband too. Like, he a peon, man. Nobody taking him serious. He just there taking up free air, man. He need to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This is destiny. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get cucked out, man. Damn, can I say that on YouTube? Oh my God. Can't say nothing on YouTube, boy. But anyways, yeah, man, I'm like, come on, bro. Nobody got time for that ish, man. Nobody got time for that ish. I was a technician. Man, I'll be out here putting up some wires, or when I was doing my handyman work, man, I remember I had this one chick, right? Just a quick story. I had this one joint in America. Shout out to the white women in America too, man. The white women always, I put so much time and energy into Black women. For so long, I didn't even understand how much these white women really wanted me. You dig what I'm saying? Like for so long, I was out here, dealing with just straight Black chicks, and I still do mess with my foundational Black American sisters. But I got to tell y'all, man, if these white chicks willing to give me my massages, be peaceful, give me that feminine energy that I be looking for after a week of hard work and a week of just sweating and just grinding, man, shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had this one white woman, right? I was putting together her bed because she had just moved into her dorm. I'm putting together her bed, and you know, immediately after that, I remember she's like, "Okay, yeah, that's perfect timing because I'm about to take my shower." And the boyfriend, for whatever reason, and that's why I'm like, these dudes, some of y'all dudes deserve to get cheated on because you guys are idiots. This dude, right when his woman said she gonna go take a shower, this dude left. He said, "Okay, babe, I'm about to come back." So he goes ahead and he leaves out the apartment. I almost thought I was getting set up. I go to start working on the couch and the furniture inside the living room. And I was putting up some cabinets too. This chick, she goes ahead and she cracks the door open. She gets butt booty naked. This a white joint in America, right? So I also got to be careful because I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You don't want no false accusations. You feel me? So I'm thinking like, what type of, if I ain't never seen a setup in my life, boy. So I'm working in the living room. Mind you, I'm seeing inside the bedroom, she cracked the door open and she just get butt booty naked. And I'm like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, I was younger at this point. So I'm, like, damn, I can't believe this joint would just get naked with the door open. And I was thinking, I said, maybe I should tell her. Maybe she doesn't know that the door's open. But I'm like, I'm going to enjoy the show, man. God damn, I'm going to enjoy the mother effing show. So she go ahead and she taking off her clothes all slowly and stuff. And she right in front of, like, y'all, the door is like, it's not even cracked. Like, it's like 1/3. You know what I'm saying? Like 1/3, cracked is like this. The door like this much open, man. So I'm like, come on, man. You damn near begging me to see this. So he said they got no shame down in the States. Yeah, that's why we don't take them serious. You know what I'm saying? When you a real G, you already understand how this works. So, she changed. So she go ahead, jump into the shower. She come out soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? She put her hair up like this, you know what I'm saying? And wrap it in a bun. I'm like, mind you, but the thing about me, right? I'm such a hard worker that when I'm working at the time, I'm throwing all this stuff to y'all saying how I'm thinking now. But at the time when I was actually working around, I'm such a professional worker that I don't even see women when I'm getting to the bag. Like, y'all see all these ladies that be around me on my bedroom podcast. Like, I don't even be seeing them like that. Like, I'm like, okay, I need to put out this good content that's going to inspire the youth. I need to put out this good content that's going to inspire the world. Like, I don't be seeing them. Like, after the video, I might see them. I'm like, damn, she kind of did look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But during the video, I don't be seeing these chicks. Like, they're invisible to me, actually. And that's how motivated y'all got to be with work. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get back to it, though. Let me zip up again.
That might change their perspective on the way that they see life or the way that they move through life. So for me, connecting with people, interacting with people, that is something that that I feel like it could bring me more of, and it already has.
Yeah, I mean, basically what you're saying is you're giving some women hope, or maybe men too, but you're giving some women hope. And for those women watching you who feel like they're stuck in Namibia, stuck in Zimbabwe, they're stuck in their job, they're stuck with their family's expectations.
My bad. But wait. How is she giving them hope? Like, I mean, did she get her own plane ticket to travel around to all these countries with Austin? Because she just started being a digital nomad, right? So it's kind of like, you can't just get hope just off of that. Like, I mean, you just started being a digital nomad, and it's not like you just got to travel and start being a digital nomad. Like, you have a backbone. Like, you have Austin. Austin's a good backbone for you. Like, if your digital nomad business doesn't work out, then yeah, like if your channel doesn't work out, Austin would definitely cover you. So I don't really understand. Is he advertising for other African women to do the same? I'm kind of confused for real. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Like, I don't know. Like, should we go back, y'all? Let me know if y'all want me to go back a little bit. Let me see. We at 1635.
That is some Namibian brands. There are some Nairobi, like that there's one brand that I would love to reach out to. They make jackets and stuff. Well, I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean,
We saw
stuck in
that.
their job. They're stuck with their family's expectations, something that you've all been through, or stuck in a comfort zone. What would you tell them about taking the first step towards a bigger life?
hold on. Before you ask me that question, when I say connecting to people, I mean like even in real life, like working with people. I mean like even a man on the street, a child on the street. So everybody, I love connecting with people in general. And then coming back to the question that you just asked me for like a lady or someone that might be stuck and trying to take that leap of faith.
Someone that was you before this happened. What would you tell your former self?
Introducing ClickUp Super Agents.
I'll tell my former self, find me another Austin Holloman. God damn it. If I'm a Namibian woman, I want an Austin Holloman in every life. Yeah, boss me up. Boss me up. Take me to Kenya. God damn, take me to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Let's have some Dubai chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Take me all over the world, man. Yeah, if I redid this again, yes, I would want me another Austin. What? Man, shit, I'm trying to get some tickets, man. Or another Traveltriberaw. Traveltriberaw take the ladies out to different countries too. The only issue with me is you ain't gonna be able to come to America with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can take the American stupidity, but you can't. The type of women I deal with are very healthy-minded women, y'all. Like the women I be dealing with that I don't even post online, like y'all would be surprised the type of chicks I deal with. Y'all be like, damn, man, is she beautiful and she like this? Like I'm highly selective, man. Like I'm highly selective and very quiet now with how I put my ladies. I can't just put them online like that. It's just not, I can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not right. So look at all the weird stuff these kids be watching. What is this? Click up. What is this? Why do they got this weird thing on their face? All right.
What would you tell your former self that it takes to get to the next, to get that bigger life that you're looking for?
All I can say, it's very difficult, but what I can say is keep going. Keep going. People always told me that I'm crazy. Girl, you crazy. That's not gonna happen. You're never gonna get that in life. You're never gonna be able to do something like that in life. Just, all these things. Like people around you might be breaking you down and telling you you're crazy and you don't fit into the society where you live, or the people around you, your family members and all these things. Most importantly, people at school or work, you might not fit in. But what I would like to tell you is keep on being you. Keep on.
Nah. How do I get the money and travel to Nairobi, Kenya like you? I want to get some Dubai chocolate. I want to go to Dubai. I'm an African woman, Z. I want to figure out how I can get to Dubai and travel to all these countries with you in Austin. How do I do this? How do I do this? Now, see, this is the real answer for a lot of African women that they don't want to hear. Number one, you would have to be open to polygamy. See, a lot of African countries, I'm realizing they're slowly trying to phase out polygamy. They're trying to phase out of all this little stuff. Like a lot of African people, man, even the dudes, like some of the dudes I'm not happy with inside of Africa, man. Some of these dudes, I've heard some ridiculous shit. Like one thing I heard from some women, from some dudes is like, oh, even if your woman has smashed all these men, you still have to pay bride price. What? Like, bro, get the hell up out of here, man. You're a loser. You're an absolute loser. If it was me, you and your ancestors on in one room, we would jump you. We would jump you and do the worst to you. You're a disgusting degenerate. Are you stupid? Did you just say I'm supposed to pay my hard-earned money for a woman that is basically using me for my money? So all the other guys that got it for free, and I'm the one that has to pay and cater for a lifestyle? What that doesn't even make no sense. Chris is like, yep, exactly. That don't make no sense. And a lot of these African dudes, they falling off, man. A lot of African dudes falling off. Even the Muslims, like even some of the Muslim dudes, I'm like, I've been to some countries where they got like Muslim stuff, and I've seen some of the Muslim ladies is doing stuff. I'm like, God damn, even the Muslim women. Come on, man. What happened to the Muslim men that used to be on some like, man, we care about a reputation. I know they still exist, but we need some more of that. We need some more people that can like get rid of the demons, man. This world is just ugh. just like how deep, how far demonic and evil can we get? Y'all got to check out this show. I don't know if y'all like comic animations like me. I like comic animations, like certain shows like Castlevania or what's that other show called? You know, Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry was a really good show. Y'all got to watch that. Look at how far deep into the world, into the different dimensions they had to go to get to the demon world. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, this world is getting so degenerate and going so far down in values that it's kind of like you can't dig back up. You know, it's so deep that even me, I used to say that, man, I don't really like chicks that be for the streets and stuff. I still don't, right? Personally, I'm not going to date them. But, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? We might be able to, I don't know, hang out a little bit or something. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm not personally like looking to wife these chicks or to take them serious in any capacity. But my thing is like this, right? I'm to the point where like I'm just advocating for the babies, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just advocating for the babies. Like, it's like nobody cares about the offspring. And I'm just thinking, how in the world can you, as an African man that grew up on traditions, values, morals, you did things the right way? You, as an African man, haven't done any degenerate ish like this African woman, yet you're saying that you're going to pay bride price for. And it's rare that I hear an African man to say that. Usually, African men agree with me and they're like, man, hell no, I'm not, about to, pay bride price for these type of tricks. But still, you hear them sometimes, you like, yuck, man, that's disgusting. I got a video on this, by the way, as well on the channel. You guys can check that out. Payeta says, Muslim dudes, yep, they do weird ish too. Yeah, it's really some of the women, man. Some of the women be on some, I'm like, damn, because if I tell you what this Muslim woman tried to do with me, I would get canceled through the yin yang. Boy, y'all don't even understand. And this Muslim woman, y'all don't even, I'm like, and I was so, the sad thing too, I was so happy because I was like, man, I got me a good Muslim woman. And when she did this, I was just kind of turned off. Like, and a lot of y'all dudes would be turned on, but I was turned off. I was like, man, it's that bad that I was hoping that I got like a real Muslim woman. Like, it's that bad that even when it, like, for a lot of y'all be like, man, this is so good. I can't believe she's about to do all this stuff with a hijab on. It's getting so bad that I'm just like, can anybody be a sane human that's decently angelic? Can anybody do decent? Am I the problem? Like, it's crazy. Yes, Flora Jazz, Devil May Cry. Yeah, check. Oh, I'm happy. It sounds like you know the show. Yeah, they had to go deep into the demon layer to find, them goddamn demons. But Chris says, my woman acting a fool right now, shaking my head, LOL. Hey, put her on the chat, man. Put her on the call into the show. Let's see what she on. Call in, brother. Let's spice this live stream up, man. Call in.
On doing you, because if you try to change for other people, you're going to redirect your whole future. So
I was saying what the African women could do before I got distracted. The African women, one, y'all need to go back to polygamy. There's too many African babies that are out here that are living in the dirt. I just got to be honest. There's a lot of places in Africa that have infrastructure and that look even better than America, but there's a lot of places that don't. That's a huge issue because the places that don't, they're living really bad. I'm talking metal rooftops and dirt at the bottom and shit. It's bad, man. And I'm like, damn, this isn't no way of living. This isn't right. These women need to start giving their eggs to men that are valuable and men that can pass on skills down to their offsprings and stuff. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Chris, don't tell me she get on my nerves. So I cash app myself 500 from her phone, right? Boy, don't get us involved in your theft, Chris. Don't get us involved. They say real G moves. Hey, don't be saying that, boy. Hey, we about to get caught up, man. We know that's how a real P operates. You know what I'm saying? But we can't say that. We gotta keep that quiet. Let me see. Oh, you got your girl in your profile. This is her right here, huh? How do I zoom in on the profile? Let's see what your girl look like. Oh yeah, she look cool, man. She look cool. You got you a cool one, huh? Call into the show though, brother. Call in. Let's see how she get on your nerves, man. We nosy, man. We nosy. Let me finish this video though, so we can get on to MTR versus AMS. But yeah, like I was saying, polygamy is one way that they could live the type of lifestyle that Z is living. Like if a woman right now told Austin Holloman, a passport bro, right, says, hey, Austin, and I don't think Austin wants to be called a passport bro, but we're gonna call him that just for the example. So Austin Holloman, passport bro, right? He says right now, so Z, how can other women live like you in foreign countries? How can they live a great life, and travel around the world, and they come from a country where maybe it's hard to make money, etc. Boom. A woman would have to come to Z and say, hey, do you mind if we share your man? And Austin would have to be the type of man that would be open to that too, So yeah, that's one way. He says she's Persian. Okay, for sure. Then also another way is a woman just being ultimately extremely overly submissive to the man. That's another way that a woman can get to travel to different countries as well, and even travel back to America. It's plenty of times I've seen stuff like that. That's actually that's still the best unpatched method to getting that green card. That's still the best unpatched method. You become overly feminine, you fake the funk, because a lot of these ladies in foreign countries, they know you American men and European men, y'all be stressed out from y'all women. So they know, damn, you need just a little bit of peace. Let me offer them a little bit of peace for a year. And then after 1 year, y'all dudes be so sprung, y'all be like, boy, I'll just take her back to my country. And then boom, some dudes be lucky. Some dudes get lucky. Less than 1%. The mixed American Ohio State says, W Passport Bros. Yes, W the Passport Bro Nation, man. Long live Passport Bros, long live GeoMaxing community, long live everything else, man. We just trying to get the hell up out of Dodge, man. That's it. We trying to stop getting messed over and effed over in these child support courts, etc. All right. Z will leave Austin if she comes to the States. Brother, you're supposed to speak positive, man. Because we all understand the inevitable, but let's try to, think positive, man. Let's try to think positive, at least for the good brother Austin, right? Let's try to think positive at least. Damn, I messed up my camera. Hold on, y'all. Sheesh.
Do not try to, if you want to change for yourself, change for the better of yourself. But what I would say is keep pushing, keep being you, keep working. And when you do not feel like doing something, think about Nike's logo or the little tagline. Just do it. That's all. Just as long as you, one thing that I wish I could tell myself back in the day, but I don't think I'll change anything. But what I would want to tell myself or remind myself of is that once you do it, it's going to be so much more easier. You'll see how, it becomes a habitual thing. So just do it and believe in yourself.
Endurance. Endurance, no matter what, until the end. So where can people find you, and tell them how they can support you?
So, yes. I'm a YouTuber now. Now, I always used to do that whole thing of, hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Huh? Why does she sound like an Aussie? Austin, is this woman Australian? She sound like she been faking that she Namibian the whole time. These black chicks be going to America. Listen, man, there's these American black women, right? They'll travel to Colombia and pretend to be like a dark-skinned Colombian woman and try to trick a lot of y'all brothers. Y'all got to be careful of that. They do that in Africa too. I got to ask some of my little ladies out here that, hey, man, you're not American, right? Let me see your passport real quick. Let me make sure. You know what I'm saying? Because they be coming out because they can't stand to see black men happy. And they realize that, damn, maybe we was too hard on these black men. Damn, now we got to go find them. Because all the smart ones left. They can't stay with the dumb little pookies for that long. You know what I'm saying? They get too aggressive, get too dangerous. Eventually, they want to settle out and like, damn, this life is crazy. I want to get something healthy. But by then, the healthy men are already gone. Let me see.
For the Namibians, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Namibian South Africans, that's how we used to play, right? So now it's an actual thing. And I have my channel. You can find me on YouTube at Modern Muse. It will be down here. Yep.
Okay, y'all. We're going to check out her channel in a second, y'all. We're going to check out her channel. Maybe if we have some time after, we're gonna check out their channel.
There it is. Modern Muse
Use,
Z. Yeah, Modern Muse Z. That's where you can find me. So I'll be your modern day muse. I'll just literally be myself. You can trust me to always be myself. So I'll be your modern day muse. We have so many people that's trying to derail us from what we're actually supposed to be, who we're actually supposed to be. So your modern muse has arrived.
Yeah. So
Also, sorry,
go ahead.
I'm on Patreon. I have a Patreon account. So do go and support me. If you want to see more of Z, as you know, I'm not somebody that likes to put everything out there. So if you want to see more of Z behind the scenes content, some live videos, or be able to chat with me directly, then you should
chat with you directly. Oh no, she got that little chat room going on, huh? Hey, it's Austin's girl. How may I help you? I already know a lot of some dudes, some dudes, man. Some dudes be out here like, man, just because the Austin girl, damn, I ain't even gonna lie. Let me save that idea for Austin. I'm gonna hit up Austin and tell him what he should have his girl do. You know what I'm saying? Because some dudes be on some like, man, I could pull her easily. I'm gonna tell Austin, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, just go ahead and have your girl set up like an account and just have random dudes call in and they charge by the minute and then like, kind of finesse them, you know what I'm saying? Because they all think they can pull your girl, so they just gonna be talking and not even getting nothing. Where's her channel, man? I looked up her channel, I can't find nothing, y'all. It looked like Austin, he also about to talk about MTR. Austin, where you get that idea from? Because I was just on your channel, boy. Austin, if you be watching the videos, just like, comment, subscribe, brother, and call live, man. If you watching the videos, just call live, brother. Not a Patreon, I know, right? Don't you just love it when somebody just start their channel and then they put up a Patreon? I'm like, God damn. I have my channel for like, what, 3 years already? The channel growing, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's going to start growing pretty quick, man. I said, you know what? Let me stop playing around. Let me just get to it, man. When I get to it, I get to it. So y'all about to see it's gonna grow pretty fast, man. I got some heavy ideas for y'all. Just stay tuned, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Let's go ahead and go to MTR versus Alpha Male Strategies. Cause the real this is the one right here. Talking about how he became a password bro. I don't know if he was hating, but we gonna see. Because people, they don't like the passport bro titles. And let me tell you why a lot of people like Fresh and Fit, stupid, useless Myron Gaines. I'm a new sub. Appreciate that, Chris. Let me tell you why stupid people like Myron Gaines and all these idiots, they don't want us black men or just men in general traveling around the world. They still need to sell their courses. They don't understand that their courses are outdated and dumb. Nobody wants to pay for a course to pick up a chick that's going to disrespect you. And even what's the long-term goal? To eventually get lied to in front of God, where the woman's talking about she's going to stay with you through sickness and health, but where when you get a goddamn flu or a cold, she on some, I'm out of here. See ya. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, I was playing basketball at the gym and I sprained my ankle. Oh, I'm out of here. See ya. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, do you think you can make maybe the ravioli today? I don't want to eat, the ramen noodles. We eat that every day. Huh? You want me to cook? See ya. It's like, they see the whole, pickup game in America and the whole, manosphere dating, red pill community thing. It was nice while it lasted, man. Us men over here, we're more raw with life. We want a realistic life. We don't want to have to fake our life. We want to be able to go up to beautiful women that are feminine, that are fit, and say, hey, how you doing? And they respond back. They don't ignore us because they think that they're better than us and that they're more humane than us. These women in America, they treat men like they're not even human. Actually, I've heard women say this. Women have literally told me, oh my God, he only 5'8". He not even real. Like, oh my God, don't talk to me. He's only 5'8". Like, what the hell? Like, shorty, do you not understand that you're obese? Like the audacity. Ugh. I get disgusted. You guys know when you're traveling, you're not really in that country like that. So it kind of ruins your peace a bit. So let me regroup and let's listen to Alpha Male Strategies versus the real MTR, okay? Because they had a talk about passport bros, okay? So let's get to this real quick. Let's get to this. Let's go ahead and boom. Hit the super chats, y'all. Show some love. Show some love. Big back NFL linebacker. Her YouTube link is above. Where did you? Damn. Oh, you a little bit too late. Where did you see the link? I didn't see no link. Damn, I didn't see no link. Okay, after this one, then we're going to go back to that one. All right, y'all? Let's see what time it is right now. Listen, y'all, it's 11:15 in the country I'm currently in, man. I'm in the beautiful country of South Africa. It's 11:15, man. Hit the Patreon, at least show some love. Hit the YouTube membership. Get hold of them good YouTube membership videos. Get hold of the good little badges that y'all get in the YouTube memberships. Show some love to the channel, man. And if not, at least like the video, man. I appreciate a like, man, okay? So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and get to it. And like, again, the reason these dating coaches are so upset that men are becoming passport bros is because they know their old way of thinking is obsolete and it's aged out. Nobody wants to keep walking up to these rude, disgusting women inside of America and say, hey, how you doing, and getting ignored. Nobody wants to be using all their hard-earned money and, you know, going to war for these women, and these women on some like, oh, sorry, yeah, it's not going to work. Nobody want to do all that, man. We tired, guys. We tired. Haven't we put in enough time? A lot of us men, we would have took a bullet for these women in America, and they repaid us by, as soon as we get a sprung ankle, then they're like, oh yeah, the relationship's not gonna work out. He can't work no more. He can't make no money. What? When that happens for so long, eventually you have to call a spade and just go where you're appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear it.
This is the best country in the world. The strongest military might, the American dream. What is that anymore?
What is it?
Is that even a thing?
It's not.
What's the American dream in 2026? What is that?
The American dream for a lot of you men is for you men to be sacrificial lambs and risk your life. Oh, excuse me. I have to put myself like this because I'm covering AMS. The American dream for a lot of you brothers these days is to risk your life for a woman because you as a man is not human. Your whole entire life as a man in America needs to be sacrificial. That's the American dream for American government and for the American women. None of them view you as human. The false allegations, the child support, the alimony, not to mention that you can go to war. This is how I knew America hates us men. You can go to war for your woman. You can go to war for your country. Not only will the country leave you dry and homeless if there's any issues that happen to you, but to also think that your woman can cheat on you legally and face no consequences, and you have to pay child support and alimony. Like, her reason for, listen to, please guys, just don't click. I need you guys to listen real quick. Just listen to this, please. Have this heart to heart with me real quick. This is how I realized that America was a very evil place and that they hate men. America hates you if you are a man. If you're an American man, your country hates you. Let me explain why. This will take a few seconds to just explain. Your country says that you must be sent to war if you're around a certain age. You will be sent out to war to fight for your country. A lot of us were patriotic. A lot of us care about our country. You go ahead and go to war. Your woman could cheat on you, break up with you, take your child, and then take your ring and divorce you in court while you're away at war. Put you on child support, put you on alimony. When you come back home with a blown up leg, your woman can come to you and say, yeah, come on, go ahead and pay me. And your country approved it. That is disgusting and demonic. This is how I know that the American country does not care about us men. There is no way you can tell me these women, this country and these American women care about us. There's no way. So I have to fight for this country, but also when I come back to this country, I can't guarantee that my family will still be there. Your woman can use the excuse in America and say that, oh, the reason I left my man and put him on child support and alimony was because he was fighting in the American war. Well, goddamn, he was fighting to protect this country. Yeah, but anyways, I was bored at home. I met a new guy, so I would like to file for child support and alimony, please. Your government will say, yes, here you go. And your money from fighting in that war will now have to go to this woman. That's when I found out that the country was very demonic and evil. Not to mention that America's a slick country too. See, really what used to happen is if a country or, at the time, a territory would send you to war, they would have the king there in the war as well to bring up the warrior spirit. Because when your king is there, also understanding that this is a serious thing, he's fighting on the line as well, even though he's far in the back, at least to see him boost your morale. Because you're doing this, you understand you're doing this for the kingdom. You're doing this for the unit. Another thing as well is this, right? And we're going to add you on in a second. Can't decide. I'm going to add you on in a minute. I see we got some people calling in. But another thing as well is that you would have something called the spoils of war. This is what America stopped doing. And this is also very evil as well, because while back in the day, spoils of war also meant that you get to assault women. That's not right. Don't get it twisted. That's wrong. You get to assault the women that are there and blah, blah, blah. That's wrong, right? But we can't say the one good thing about the spoils of war was that if you conquer a country and there's gold laying out or there's like some things valuables, you get to take your cut. If I found a gold chain just sitting out there in a country that we pillaged, I get to take my cut. America gives you a flat rate fee for going to these goddamn wars. Not enough to pay for anything of real value. The houses have tremendously grown in value in America. The average American cannot afford a home. Yet the American government, this is how they repay you. You can't even get the goddamn spoils of war. This is disgusting. And they want us to stay there and fight for this country. Oh man, they're gonna have to think quick. And the only person that's gonna be able to change this is Trump with this child support and alimony shit. He's the only one that can really change this. Biden, these Democrats, they're not gonna change that child support and alimony shit. They not gonna change that because the major supporters of them are like, LGBTQ and single mothers and stuff. They usually go more Democrat, right, in America. Can we all agree on this or not? Traveltriberaw, you don't know what you're talking about? No problem. Let's not get into politics. Let's add on to Can't Decide. I can't even read your whole name. Can't Decide. Damn, let me read your name first before I bring you in. Hold on, let's get your name in here real quick. Can't Decide. Damn, how do I see the names? Shit. Can't even see the name. It's cool.
Can't decide on the name.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
I'm good.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good. It sounds like you're African.
I am.
Oh, okay.
What did you hear that makes me sound African?
What did I hear that makes you sound African? Or you don't think I know?
No, that's the Nigerian accent. No
Nigerians.
worries.
Okay. So what are you? Let me guess real quick. Let me guess.
Okay.
Give me you guys food. What food do you guys do?
Let me see. I'm going to pronounce it wrong because that's not my language, but I can say mlekwa. Mlekwa.
Are you Ugandan?
No.
No, okay, I'm tripping. Give me one more thing. Just give me one more.
It's from one of the tribes in the country.
Fine, yeah. Give me some tribes. Yeah, give me like 2 tribes.
No, I wanted to. That's why I used the word mlekwa because I'm not like Nguni.
Okay, so give me one more tribe.
Nah, it's too easy.
It's too easy with the tribes. Huh? So one more food then.
Muhodu.
Yo, that's crazy because I feel like I know that food. Is that Kenya?
No, it's not
South
Kenya.
Africa?
Yeah.
Okay, I either heard it from Kenya or South Africa. So okay, what's going on though? What's up, sister? What's happening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How did you make your way over here to the manosphere? We talking about men-centered content. Y'all ladies don't like us. You ain't supposed to be here, right?
No, I do. I hate the manosphere. Maybe
right.
hate.
So that's why I'm like, why are you over here? We talk against these demons. So
no, so YouTube recommended you because I used to watch Austin and yeah, his videos were just full of rage bait, like just hateful stuff. and I liked his friend Bobby. I liked watching the experience around the continent, like when it was more positive. And then,
So what's negative about Austin's content right now?
well, right now he's just, yeah, I don't really want to get into it, but he's just like, he's just,
No, get into it. We need to give him the smoke, man. If there's an issue with his content, let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
no, I mean, that's his business, right? If he wants to like rage bait, talk about the continent, I mean, the things that I feel like he can talk about without like being disrespectful. Like, I don't understand everything about Black American culture, but I won't be disrespectful. Um, and I won't be the voice of reason because you guys have your experiences too.
Okay. So maybe you can give an example. At least give us like one example. Like what's something that he said, like, about, Africa or something that's made you be like, man, you know what? Man, this
So
this dude.
I haven't been on his channel in a long time, but so I think I've blocked out most of it in my mind. But like just a lot of the stuff, like especially like towards South Africans, I was like, no man,
Okay. What do you say about
he should
South
know
Africans?
better.
What do you say about South
I mean, it's
Africans?
the usual calling us names, calling us hateful people, not
Because
understanding
that's
the
xenophobia,
context.
huh? That's xenophobia. Y'all kicking these Nigerians out. Yeah, I should have known. I should have known you were South African, right? When I did the Nigerian accent, you're like, no. Don't disrespect me like that. Yeah, I should have known right there.
No,
Okay.
no, I didn't mean it like that. But we have like a southern accent, so it means you can't like pick it up.
Okay. So
Like Nigerians have
what
like
is
a
he
West
saying about
African
South
accent.
Africans specifically? What
hmm
is he saying about South Africans?
I just can't remember the top of my head. That's what I'm saying. I've blocked it out, thank God. But he just says a lot, so I'd rather just like not get into it. Then YouTube recommended your channel,
Yeah, the
and I'm
best, the
like,
rawest and realest.
okay, who's this guy? And
hmm
yeah, you just seem chilled. And then you had like a video with like woman on your bed, and I was like, okay, not surprising. And yeah, I didn't watch that, but like the lives are like, okay, you have decent lives, so yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. For sure. For
How did
sure,
it
man. For sure.
since the break in? How have you been keeping up?
You've been seeing since the break-in. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so some people know I had 3 people break into my house the other night, actually. And I actually been holding up pretty good, man. Actually been holding up
Mm,
pretty good. I did wake up one night because I thought I heard somebody else inside of my place, but this is a new place I'm at too. So I'm like, I'm like, damn, but no, I'm good though. I'm good. I don't think
mhm,
the dudes really wanted no trouble. I don't know if the lady, I'm pretty sure the lady, the host of my Airbnb set me up. And some people I've seen, they was trying to be smart mouth, like, oh, uh, you just invite a lot of ladies to your place. No, I don't, fool. The ladies that I invite to my apartments are not the apartments that I actually live in. I have different places that I live in when I travel. So, that's funny, man. It was funny. But
mhm,
when the dudes, when I confronted them, they immediately just, oh, my bad, my bad. And they just left quick. Like when you guys even see the video, if you got the YouTube membership or the Patreon membership, you'll see, link in the description, you'll see that the dudes just leave. They just walk out, and it's chill. You know what I'm saying? It's chill.
mhm.
Lee says, careful with these South African women. They copy so much the radical feminist of the West. Oh, yeah, we already know that. We already know that. So go ahead and tell us. Can't choose a name, can't decide a name. So let's
Mhm.
decide a name for you. Let's give you a name. Malopopo. I feel like that's a very South African name, and I just made that up, but it sounds South African. So we're going to go with that because you can't decide a name. So Malumpopo.
Okay.
So let me ask you this question, right? Are
Mhm.
you single?
Am I single? Yes.
Yes. Okay. And why are you single? What's going on?
I'm just focusing on my life right now, honestly.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So you said you not for the manosphere though. So we gotta grill you a little bit. We gotta understand why are you not for the manosphere?
I feel like it's men without a vision for their lives. Um, as soon as you have to like pick on people to like just like that's what takes up most of your time, then it means there's like nothing really going on in your life. Because I feel like once a man is ready and he's been focusing on his life, his journey, whether he wants to work at a specific organization or open his own business, when he wants a partner, he knows where to look. But like if you spend the whole day or days just like dogging down on women, it's just like clearly there's nothing else going on. Because good partners are out there, obviously, but it's just a bit more harder to find them, obviously, because of globalization. People want what they want, but there are good people out there still.
Mm. Can you understand why a lot of men from Western countries talk about this subject a lot, like the manosphere and these feminist women? Can you understand at least where the men are coming from, or is it like, nah, they're just overreacting? It's not that bad.
Look, I'll be honest, I don't understand it fully, but I do understand it partially, and that's because I've experienced like American capitalism outside of America. So I've experienced American capitalism in South Africa through the places that I've worked at, and I know work life how brutal the work life imbalance is. So it's hard to expect certain things from your woman when they're also just going through it. They're working the long hours. Um, they get off work, but you still have to open your laptop and work. Um, they're going through it just the same as you guys are. And then you'll find like African women tend to be more, I don't know, as you guys say, feminine or women from Asia, but they're not experiencing the same type of capitalism.
Okay, now let me ask you this question, right?
Hmm.
Because we're dealing with women from the West, right? So you just said, the men, they're having their issues with the women, but the women are also having issues with the men because the women, they're working a lot and,
Hmm.
they're also tired. They're having their own issues as well. Let me ask you this question. If you could live in a country that was perfect. The country is amazing. The country is beautiful. There's a lot of greatness in the country. There's a lot of good. Actually,
Hmm.
majority of the men in the country are great men, actually, too. The
Hmm.
only issue in the country is they could legally assault you if they wanted to. Now, a lot of the men, they don't do it though, but they could legally do it if they wanted to. Would you want to live in a country like that?
No.
This is why a lot of men do not want to live in the Western countries because women can legally assault us in court. They can legally take our offspring, take our legacy, take our money from our hard-earned money that we worked and slaved for. And our money is different that we gather as men. Our money is different from the money that women gather. Women have to work hard to some capacity too, right? But you've never really understood how life is when you're at the bottom. You don't get an employer, excuse me, wanting to hire you just because you have some big tits. As a man, you have to really grind your way up. When I was younger inside of America, I remember I was 16 years old. I was just coming out of foster care. And I remember I was looking for a job all the way to up to age 19 until I got hired by actually 18 and a half. And I got my first real job that was through the government. And I was hired by a black person. And I remember I was going up to all these people and I said, what's wrong with me? I bought a suit and tie. I would go up to places. I would apply to thousands of jobs, just a whole bunch. And then I would go up, I would go to the actual, Subway and Target and Ralph's and all these places. I would shake hands with the manager. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? My name is this, and I'm here to just see if you guys got my message, got my not my message, got my application to be hired for the job. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, we don't need any more workers. But then I would run into plenty of women from Los Angeles that would just be like, boom. Oh, guess what? What? I got a new job. I'm like, how did you? So, and I knew a couple women that could just leave a job and get a new job. And I'm like, how do you keep just getting jobs? That's because a lot of these jobs, they want to hire women. A lot of places they try to hire women. Like I realize as a black man or just a man in general, the jobs that are going to hire you the most, especially a black man, because I can only speak from my experience, warehouse jobs, security jobs, these are like your go-tos. Mailing jobs where you're a mailman. These are jobs that hire you a lot as a black man. You shouldn't even try to get the rest of the jobs because they're not really trying to get you. You know what I'm saying? It's only these. So all I'm saying here is that, as it pertains to, women, they also going through stuff. I get it. It's not easy to work, but also it needs to be clear that y'all lives are completely different than us, though. Y'all definitely got it a bit easier than us. And also, you wouldn't want to live in a country that would assault you. So why would we as men want to live in a country where women can legally assault us and ruin our legacy?
Well, I just want to say, like, first off, sorry about like your foster care experience. But I feel like now that you're like in a continent full of black people, you're going to experience like black women differently. And not to say that African women are better than black American women. They're not. We're practically the same. We're just women, right? It's just that the economies are like not as brutal, obviously, because they're not as developed as the American economy. So you'll experience women on their more softer side. So you don't have to like carry that. And also like there's a lot of grace for black men on the continent as compared to I feel like a place like America. For different purposes. I don't know how you guys do things like culturally, but I know that Americans like just from looking at media, you guys like how do I put this? You value money, right? In a way that Africans kind of try not well, let me put it this way. If a man is like struggling and going through it, he'll have much more grace on the continent from his family and community than as compared to America, from what I've heard and seen online. So yeah, I mean, obviously America's going to be brutal to you as a black man because it's you guys are the minority there. But I feel like it's not something because they're able to travel and you got out of that space. Hopefully, you can just see that your people are just people, both men and women. They're trying to survive the system.
Nah. See, the issue with American joints is we have a lot of women in America that are absolute demons. I would even wager to say they're bordering closer to inhuman beings than actual human beings. See, I realized it was bad when I realized that these chicks love actually offing the youth. They love taking out the youth. They love aborting. They throw abortion parties. Have you ever seen a group of women have a fetus as a cake and they all stab into it and they eat it, celebrating something called an abortion party? Have you ever seen something like that?
No.
This is not, yeah, you women are the same biologically, but mentally, which is also as important as the physical, you guys are not the same at all. This type of immortality can only be found in Western countries. This is why a lot of the men want to flock to these countries, because while they've convinced your mind that, oh, the issue isn't, the women aren't that bad, it's just the men and the women are just working hard. It's not that. We're dealing with women that are not being punished for their poor choices and bad behaviors. The men get punished for it. The men can't. Men in America walk on a leash. In America, the women, they can run rampant. I don't care if you have 10 bastard babies, have more. You see, and the issue with that is that the system uses these kids and it messes up the entire pool of the country. Can you imagine in your country of South Africa right now, if a woman was able to have 10 bastard children, do you think those children will be productive citizens of your country of South Africa? I've ran into great South African men and women. There's clearly a certain energy here in this country where the people are operating, in a decent fashion, right? And I would even wager to say if it wasn't for the, white people that you guys now call South Africans, no problem, this you guys' country. But if it wasn't for them, some of the things like this LGBTQ stuff, I don't even think you guys would have that. I think you guys would just be just a straight up raw and real country, and a lot of great things, would be continuing in the country, right? But the issue that's happening is that these women in America, they can just do anything. So what do you do with the society of women that are just able to do anything with no consequences? Do you not see how this messes up the youth? Do you not see how this messes up your society? I mean, this has nothing to do with a woman just working and working. Oh, this is the stress of working, and we're all the same as women. You guys are not the same. You shouldn't even disrespect yourself and say that. How many abortions have you had, Mabulala?
I
How many
haven't
abortions?
had any, but I mean, you wouldn't know because I could be lying right now, but I'll tell you
Right.
that I haven't had any.
But let me ask you this. Would you have more than one?
No, sure.
If let me also ask you this too. If your friend
Mhm.
said, "Girl, I want to invite you to my abortion party," would you go?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been
But
in
you
a
can see,
situation where,
but you can see it's a difference in your mentality. Let me ask you this question as well. When you go in front of God and you make a commitment and say, "This is through sickness and through health," if your man, let's say he's working long hours and he sprains his ankle, are you going to leave him? If your man gets sick for a month, are you going to leave him and start considering other options?
no, of course not.
Because you made a commitment in front of
God and my ancestors
exact
and his
and your
ancestors.
ancestors. Man, these chicks in America don't even care about their ancestors. I had a black chick in America. I asked her, I said, "Who is your ancestors? Who is your ancestors?" And this woman said, she said, no. She didn't tell me that. She said, the reason we have trouble respecting black men is because black men didn't defend us in slavery. The black American woman told me the reason it's hard for black American women to respect black men is because black men didn't defend us in slavery. Now that's false because there's plenty of times where black men came to the aid, but when you're outnumbered to a gun and you only got your fist, it's kind of hard to do. So the truth is this, right? This black woman, I asked her, I said, "Name me one black woman that was a slave." This black woman tells me Rosa Parks. I said, "Get the hell up out of my face, man. You're a disgusting disgrace." This chick literally had the audacity to say Rosa Parks, which wasn't a slave, but she said Rosa Parks, which means these chicks don't know what they're saying. They're operating from illusion of delusion. They're delusional. What we're dealing with in America is a mass genocide. Everybody talking about these other countries. Nobody talks about the 47% of black babies that are aborted every single year in the black community. That's half of our population is off every year. That's mass genocide. Nobody talks about that. While these black chicks out here throw abortion parties, and you say to us, and you say, "Oh, we in Africa, we're damn near the same as black American women." You guys are not the same. There's clearly a difference in morality here. Yeah, if you go to an immoral country, eventually you might become a product of your environment. But as it sits currently, you inside of your own African country, you're very different. Even your soft voice right now, who knows, you could be faking. But even this soft demeanor that you have right now, that's something as well. That's something as well. You're not going to find this like that in America. So I'm sure a lot of brothers right now, you might as well turn your camera on because I know a lot of brothers would be happy to see maybe, oh man, she sound like a soft-spoken woman. Shit, I can change her. You might as well turn your camera, man. We got a nice little audience. Let these brothers see you. Let these brothers see what's up. You feel me? Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
no,
give your
I'm not
rebuttal.
gonna. No, I won't turn the camera on. But
All good, all good.
look, but just in defense of Black Americans in as a group as a whole, you guys just you guys experience the worst, so you still need to create a system amongst you because from what I've picked up, well, specifically from Austin's channel, right? The guys from New York and the guys from the South each have their own ways of being, from what I've picked, just from my observation. And Africans generally, even if you meet us in the city and we're doing crazy things, but we know that culturally there are things that we just cannot do, things that are taboo. And you guys were pulled from that and you still creating your ways of being. So I feel you just need to give each other some form of grace because your community is still very young. It's so young.
Oh, you said we need to give grace to demons?
To each other. It's like you've started a whole new, I don't want to say race, but you guys are just
No, it is a new
still,
race because we're foundational Black Americans. So yeah, it is a new race.
yeah.
But I mean,
So
it's
I mean,
mhm.
and it's a mixture of like different groups from a bit of South, but mostly from West Africa and Congo and all of these other countries. So you're still like learning each other
Yeah, and
in
we've
a
learned that they're
very
demons. We've learned that they're demons, and we decided to go back to, what some people would consider to be our roots. Some Black people were already inside of America before Native Americans. We had a lot of very dark-skinned Black indigenous tribes, but some Black people have decided. They said, "Man, we just gonna go to Africa, or we're not even gonna go to Africa. We're gonna go to Asia. We gonna find us a dark-skinned Filipino woman. There's dark-skinned women all around this beautiful planet." That's the great thing. So you don't ever have to feel like you got to stay with a Black chick in America and deal with whatever you're dealing with there. Shout out to the few foundational Black American sisters that are great, but there's not a lot. And the only thing that changes is because it's too late. I want you to know it's too late. We're already in our divides. You as a South African are telling us as Black Americans that, you have to understand each other. No, we've reached a period in this life where we're at a divide stage. There's no longer this whole African diaspora thing, because we can see even you South Africans don't consider all Africans as yourself. Even you Ethiopians don't consider all Africans as themselves. There's a great divide happening, and this is good because once you divide, then you can divide even further and get really into your tribes. That's how things really need to be. The only reason that the world is the way it is right now is because nobody has their tribes. The tribe is most important. And that once you get into your tribes, like for my tribe, right? I can't even get too much into detail because I'll get this whole video taken down off YouTube. But my tribe, we have certain moral codes that we live by. So once you can break down and understand who exactly is the snakes, then you can start, really formulating your real tribe that's best for your legacy. But yeah, you South Africans, you guys have this whole thing of xenophobia and stuff. And, yeah, y'all doing your divide. And you know what's crazy? I'm not even mad at y'all. I'm like, I get it. Y'all, this is South Africa for the South Africans. I'm not mad that the foundational Black South Africans want to be for themselves. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to be for yourselves, I don't care if y'all say with y'all tribe, we want to let white people call themselves South African in our country. I don't care. That's cool because it's you guys' country. Do what y'all want to do. Make your allies, make your new connections, and be y'all tribes. But as it pertains to the Black American men, we're learning that, damn, these Black women in America, they don't consider us a part of their tribe. I've never seen so many people that call the police on Black men in my life. Black men get the police called the most on us from our own women. And that's from them hitting us first. So I'm just like, yeah, man, it's some stuff going on. Shout out to Larry Wilson. He says, African is extremely diverse with a lot of different people. Skin color is not the only measure of diversity in the human race. Exactly. And before we had races, we had religions, and people would separate in different religious groups. Sham 5434 says that's bullshit. They didn't defend Black boys in slavery. Men were hung and killed way more in slavery than master passed them Black women the whip via government funding them to be selfish. Yeah, exactly. They don't. Well, slavery was a little bit different. Black people were more on code in slavery times, but nowadays we can definitely say they definitely have taken the whip from the white massa and they've gone ballistic. I'm talking about a country where there's nobody. They don't listen to nobody. They even formulated their own God. Have you heard of spirituality?
I mean, yeah, I know what spirituality is, but can I just say something if you don't mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like the manosphere is so disingenuous because, there's a lot of amazing Black American women and men that have been introduced throughout history.
Name one.
One of my favorites
Black
is
American
Nina
woman.
Simone.
Name one current Black American woman that's a good woman.
Oh, okay. Nina Simone has since passed. I like Michelle Obama. She's very straightforward.
Give me a young Black woman in America that is alive that is a great representation of a foundational Black American woman.
Okay, I have to think about it because they haven't been making much news.
You have to think.
Recently. No, I think that's on purpose because they've been showing a lot of Megan Thee Stallion, and I can't relate to that. But I know that there's great women out there.
I'm just curious, how can you say right now that there's a lot of great Black American women? You can't
because
even
I've seen them
one.
in corporate.
Yeah, but you didn't even give one. Give us one.
Yeah, but they're like not known, they're like not famous. But as I said, like just from my work
Yeah.
experience, I've seen like a lot of intelligent Black American women. Yeah,
Yeah, we know
very.
we have some good foundational Black American sisters. We understand that, but I'm saying as a whole, no, you know the difference, right? This was going on. Black men in
Mhm.
America, we discipline each other. We have a code of conduct. We don't have a lot of codes for a lot of things too. There's a lot of gang violence, there's a lot of this and that, but we have a certain way that we operate. You do not assault children. You do not beat women. We do bad things to men when they do bad things to people. Black women do not do bad things to Black women when they do bad things to Black people. The government encourages Black women to do this. Black women encourage them each other to do this stuff. Nobody gives them any type of discipline for their bad behaviors. But Black men get all the discipline in the world from each other and from their governments. So when you're saying with your case study here, and you're saying, oh, it's there's Black women that's around that are also doing good. Yeah, but I would say the best version of a Black woman is one that disciplines other Black women for their bad doings. If you as a Black woman say to another Black woman, girl, come to my abortion party, let's go, and you do something bad to her, cool. Now I can say this is a great woman. This is a woman I'm taking a bullet for. She's a queen. She's a goddess. I love women like this, but it's very rare. I can count on less than one hand how many of Black women are like this, that enforce the moral compass and moral laws. See, there's a morality that us Black men have in America that even as it pertains to our government, even our government gives us laws that says, hey, you can't just beat up somebody for assaulting a kid. Beats me. If you go ahead and take advantage of a youth, yeah, Black men in America, we're known as the protectors. We have the lowest rate of real crimes throughout the entire country. Real crimes. I'm talking about things that actually are really bad things. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, assaulting women, taking advantage of children. We have the lowest rate of that. We do the least amount of real crimes in the country. So yeah, let's read some of these comments, man. I'm just saying, you're caping for these Black women in America. I don't know if they gonna give you your bonus points or something, or you trying to get that green card from a
No,
Black
wait,
American
but okay, let
sister.
me just. Okay,
Yeah,
can I say just one more thing before you read the comments?
no problem, no problem.
I feel like the abortion party thing is more like it's more guided by, governed by cultural context, right? You can't celebrate ending a life that way on the continent. It's very taboo culturally, regardless of which tribe you interact with. And in America, obviously, it's a bit more westernized, you know. Um, Things are done differently, which we have to respect. And also, you don't want kids being born from parents that don't want them. So I have to respect that.
Let me
Here,
ask you a
like,
question.
if you
Why
get rid of
why
a
do you
child,
let me ask you something, right? Why are you so adamant on giving, some kind of leeway for Black American women? Like, do you like, I mean, what's the correlation there? You're a South African woman, you're saying Black American women aren't that bad. I never said all of them are bad. I'm just saying the rate of the bad things that they do is pretty high and it needs to be changed. And it's not going to be changed just from people saying, oh, they should change. No, there needs to be some type of disciplinary action. Just like the men, we get disciplinary action for doing dumb things in America. So the women need to also get that. You can't just run rampant and do anything you want. 5 bastard children is not a good sign. Most Black women in America, they have more kids than Black men. How is that possible? That means that they're smashing more than one dude and they're staying with all the babies. That's wrong, man. That's not right. That's not right. They need disciplinary action. Let me go ahead and add in Black man is, damn, I can't read the full names. It's not
Black
letting me read your
Manosphere.
full names, man. Black Manosphere. Okay, what's up? What's up, brother? Go ahead and what's your thoughts on the conversation?
I'm just coming in. Thank you for having me. I'm just coming in trying to find out more about the demonic feminist and that this concept.
Yeah, well, when you have a race of people that have a 47% abortion rate, that's pretty high. And that's demonic. I would even call it a mass genocide, which nobody talks about. I would call it the silent genocide. because how can you take the lives of that many offspring? That's a disgusting and demonic thing. Would you not agree on that?
Yeah, I would probably definitely see it that way, especially if you're very spiritual or you consider those things. I think then it becomes more of a thing that you think about or maybe feel ashamed or guilt about. But if you're not feeling those ways, I don't think people think that way.
Okay. Well, I mean, so what's your thoughts? I mean, on the conversation. I mean, you said you want to know more about the demons. What do you want to know about them? I mean, there's a lot of black demons, there's a lot of white demons, there's a lot of Asian demons, but I'm only specifically talking right now about the Black American community, foundational Black Americans. And yeah, there's a lot of issues in the community. So I'm talking about the demons that we have to deal with when we're in the country. The abortion rate is high, and even the children that are born into this planet, it's almost like, damn, their life is so miserable that it's like, man, you might as well have just aborted. It's like, damn, the poor baby is living in poverty. So it's like, damn, and you don't even want to have the man in the life. So at least you could have had some type of structure and foundation, but you don't even got that. So that's why I call them demons, because I'm like, there's no humanity in them. Their soul is black and dark. It's mush. It's evil. So that's why I call them black demons. I say there is a decent amount of foundational Black American women that push disciplinary action. They're not with that single mother ish. They'll fight it out through the system. Those Black women have my heart, but for the majority of them, nah. We're not playing that game. These are demons. There's nothing more demonic than people that can throw abortion parties and get rid of our offspring. There's nothing more demonic than that. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad for real. I
Right.
would
That's
agree.
evil. And I'm telling brothers, I'm like, we need to get up out of this country and live our best life. That's why I talk about Geomax. And I'm like, live a life that's worth living. There's no living a life inside of America. The American dream is done. Everybody understands this. The only thing you can do now is get you I'm gonna tell all Black people what we need to do, man. This is the only way we can do this. Now, some Black people are going to have to stay on the ground, but that's too much. Let me get on to what I was going to say. Black people, if you got a good Black woman right now, a good foundational Black American woman, you need to take that woman, go ahead and take her to a country where they have more, people on code, more families, more legacy builders inside the country. For instance, Africa, they have a lot of poverty in Africa. But one thing Africa does have, and they do well, is families. Now, the way they do their families, sometimes, they're not living too good because the poverty sometimes is high in certain areas. But they do know how to keep their families together. I can respect it. If you as a Black man have your money together and you want to have your family stay together, you don't want your family to end up like this unfortunate brother, what's his name, y'all? Let me know in the chat. The brother that stabbed the young white boy. What's that? Somebody give me his name, man. We got a nice audience. Give me the name. The young Black man he's on trial right now. They gave him a full white jury. Somebody got his name right. Nobody got his name?
Carmelo Anthony?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Hey, listen, chat. I don't know what y'all doing right now, but it's almost 12 where I'm at. So I know y'all not sleeping. So come on, man. I need the chat to wake up a little bit. Yeah, it's Carmelo Anthony. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Carmelo Anthony. Yes. Black people need to get their shit together and go to countries where they value more family life, and people don't do this insane shit. White boys ganging up into racism shit. We're not supposed to be living like that. If you get some good money, you need to go ahead and geomax and live a life worth living with your family. Take your family overseas, go ahead and get a nice house, get a nice crib, eat healthy food, get a farm, live a real life. This life that we live in back home is not right. It's not right. It's not healthy for your mental or your physical. It's just completely not right. It's horrible. The life we live in is horrible. It's literally horrible. And that poor baby, he's not a baby. He's a young Black man. I don't even know why I call him baby, but he's a kid, man, and he doesn't deserve that. And the reason he's going through that is because his parents decided to keep him in a country that is sick. It's a sick country, Hold on, y'all. I got to switch cameras. I'm going to let one of y'all comment on this, and then we going to get back to it. I'm going to let one of y'all comment on this, and then we're going to get back to it. If Bulabobo, or Black Manosphere, if one of y'all want to get back to it, y'all can go ahead and get back to it. You know, I'm going to let y'all do your thing real quick. Let's switch these cameras real quick. Golly. J Rag says, I think the culture of having children out of wedlock is having a worse effect than the effect of an abortion. No, bro, both of them are horrible. You're not supposed to have a kid out of wedlock, and you're also not supposed to be just aborting all these babies. I feel like I'm asking for too much sometimes. Like, as a Black man in America, I feel like I have such simple requests. Can you please just be less demonic and less evil? Can you please value your womb? You are a womb man. You're literally just a man with a womb. Your only thing that you got to do different from us men is to protect your womb. That's all we request. And you don't care about what goes into your womb or what comes out of your womb. All the men in your life that have smashed you and pummeled your guts, you don't care about that, nor do you care about the beautiful life that can come out of your womb and become the next president, the next Mandela, the next Martin Luther King, the next Malcolm X, the next Nat Turner, the next anybody. You feel what I'm saying? So, boom. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's getting ridiculous out here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta do something. But yeah, y'all, it's getting ridiculous out here, man. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look. Not a good look, most definitely. We are dealing with some true demons. Passport says, I have a cleaner coming Thursday for my Airbnb properties. I'm off to Thailand and will be traveling because I have up on Black women as a whole. Oh, he gave up on Black women as a whole. Yeah. Hey, man, listen, I'm not here to advocate for giving up on Black women. There's still some good Black women, right? The only problem is that it's so rare that you're going to find a Black woman that really has these kind of values of morality where they actually care about their woman, what comes out of it. That's all I'm asking for Black women to do. I don't have such high requests. Shorty, love yourself, love your womb. Maybe give some more, put some more pressure on your mother. Where is the Black woman that can say to their moms, hey, mom, why don't you make a smarter decision? You dealt with a bum. Black men in America, we got a lot of bums in the community too. But God damn it, mom, you did mess up here. You're not innocent in this. You're not innocent. Can I at least get a sorry? Can I at least get you to pay for my therapy with a real Black man, a healthy Black man? We got some good Black psychologists, some good Black therapists. Yeah, mom, can you pay for my therapy? Can you pay for my schooling? This is my reparations. You as a Black parent have effed me over. I need my reparations. When are you going to take care of me? All these parents want you to take care of them. Passport says Black women will have kids with men they don't even know. His actual name or favorite color. Let's be real, guys. Man, it's sad, guys. It's sad. And the saddest part is when you want the best for your foundational Black American sisters. That's the part that hurts the most, because when I talk to my sisters in America, I know that they're suffering and I know that they're hurting. But I understand also that due to the corrupted mind, due to the raptured pineal gland, they're not able to actually understand how severe of trauma that they're going through. And my heart goes out to them severely because they can't understand it, but I can. You know how I can understand a Black woman's struggle? Because when I talk to a Black woman, when I ask her, and so many Black men, they think, oh, this Black woman's strong. Oh my God, look at her. Black women, this is why they barely help Black women out in pregnancy, because they think on social media, they come off so strong, they come off so aggressive, all this stuff. Boom. The truth is this. Black women are really soft women. Black women are just as soft as African women, biologically speaking. It's in their DNA to be just kind-hearted, sweet women. But the issue is when we were stolen from our original land, and these white people imprinted all these disgusting things inside of our brain, it messed us up mentally. So now all this ratchet behavior that's really white ratchet behavior that's now soaked into the black woman, now that's the black woman's ratchet behavior, and that's messing them up mentally. So what I was going to say is, how I understand that black women are going through some real pain, I sit down with a black woman, I ask them a question. I say, you know, you seem very strong. You always talking about your job. I can respect that. But let me ask you this. Do you wish you had a father in your life? No. I'm happy I didn't have a father. My father didn't want to be around, so I did it myself. But is that what you truly wanted in your life? Yeah, I don't mind. I could do it myself, you know? But is that what you truly wanted? Like, would you, if you were still young, would you have wished that you had a father growing up or no? No, I wouldn't want a father. I'm good on a dad. So you don't believe you deserved a father in your life? No, I mean, it would have been nice, but see, now she's switching a bit. Well, it would have been nice, and I mean, maybe, I mean, exactly. Now let me ask you this: do you believe you deserve to be stripped of your father? No. Do you believe that your life could be different and possibly even better if you actually had a father in your life? Well, yeah, maybe. This is the moment I know that I got them, and I look deep into their soul, and it never fails. I ask a black woman, I say, "Hey, so you do wish that you had a father in your life. You were stripped away from not having a father in your life. Do you understand that it's important that for these other young babies that most likely feel just like how you felt, do you understand it's important that we push a community where black people actually have their fathers in their life?" The black woman, she started crying immediately, instantaneously. Because when you ask her, you say, "Did the little girl in you want a father?" See, black women, they always come off tough, as everybody says, right? But you ask that black woman, did the little girl in you want a father? When you see other little girls, do you think they deserve a father? That gets into their heart. That hits the heart. That hits the heart. Because they start finally thinking, they're like, damn, I did really want a father. I did want a father in my life. But my bald head mama, no, I'm just playing. I'm messing around. But they be like, oh damn, but my mama, you know what I'm saying? She stripped me of that. But they don't understand that if they keep pushing this, nobody's gonna get no dad. None of these black women are ever gonna get to feel truly beautiful, because real beauty starts at home. You start to understand that you're beautiful and not have to wear all these weaves and not have to smash out all these different guys to get that external validation. The only reason they do this is because smashing is the highest form of a woman getting some type of validation that she never got from her father. When these women smash these different guys, in their mind, they actually truly believe that, man, this man, he really truly wants me. It's different from a man asking for my number. This man smashed me, and he has money too, and he's a respected man. Wow, he really cares about me. He really wants me. That's not true. The difference here is this: when you find women that actually are raised with a father, they were younger, they were raised with a father growing up, they understand that they don't need to smash all these men to feel some type of happiness, to feel loved, and to feel valued. That value came from your father every day waking up saying, look at my little girl, throw his little girl in the air. Look at my little girl, I love you so much. You're a princess, you're perfect, you're great. No man could ever do anything that would make me never want to defend you. You're perfect. Love yourself. This is why fathers are important. There's many reasons besides this, of course, too. You know, there's many reasons besides this. And I would even wager to say that a big part of being a foundational Black American is to have in your morality the foundation, which is the father. Moving forward, we got to push that more into the community, because it's sick what's going on. It's truly sick what's going on. Let me move these folks real quick. But yeah, man, let's read some of these comments real quick. P. Willow says accountability is a form of leadership, which is not a strength of women. I know, which is why they shouldn't be in positions of leadership. Look at the female leaders in SA, a complete. Okay. Mortimer Sharp says white feminists and racist white liberals have corrupted Black women. Yeah, because can you imagine? This ain't even Black women's natural biology. Black women are the most softest creatures on earth. That's why I love them in Africa. Don't you guys get what's going on? I can deal with African women very easily because African women are soft-spoken. These are the same women that are Black women in America. It's just been years of adapting to a sick environment that was pushed into their brain by these white people. This ratchet behavior has nothing to do with Black women. You know what I'm saying? It has all to do with what they were taught, what Black women were taught. This isn't the natural programming of Black women. We weren't taught how to not take baths. You go to a lot of Black chicks these days, you smell something like a slight odor. Lots of Black men say that they smell these odors with these Black women. No, we're reacting to Austin Holloman. I know he did a video saying, man, you know, these Black women, they have a smell, they have a stench. Yeah, but do you understand that Black women haven't always been like that? Black women have not always been like that. What the ways that you're seeing Black women in America now is not how Black women were previously. This is a genetic, this has nothing to do with genetics. This is just straight learned behavior. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Here goes troll. Listen, we love a good troll, brother, but you know what we also love? When a good troll calls into the show, man. So call into the show, brother. He says, FBAs are clowns. You ruined everything. You ruined everywhere. You can't keep your mouth shut. Always flossing and blowing up spots. Brother, I know your troll account, but it would be fun just for the audience to have the back and forth dialogue. Call in. Come on, man. Don't run and hide. They always love to do that, don't they? Then you got to ban them or put them on timeout. I don't really ban them, but I do put them on timeout just to make them feel lesser. Yeah, just to make them feel lesser. Because I don't mind you talking shit in the comments, but, you know, he said he's a hater, LOL. Yeah, they always be hating, man. They so mad that we got our own, that we up on code now and that we getting our life back together. They so mad at that. Yeah, it'd be like that. But see, I can't wait till the moment in time to where us foundational Black Americans, we really start separating. And then we start separating to, okay, are you a foundational Black American woman that understands it's important to have a father in your life? Or are you a foundational Black American woman that listens to Young Miami? You know it's T when you see them two fingers. Oh, scamming that nigga, yeah. Hi, okay, my goal, y'all bad. Yeah, 2025. Yeah, spin that shit. Woo, spin that. Which Black woman are you? I can't wait till we can finally understand and we can all identify as foundational Black Americans. Then we can identify what type of Black are you? Are you a civilized Black person where you understand that you shouldn't just have bastard children, that you should make the best strides in your life that you can to, you know, push out a legacy, push forth a legacy? He says, stop chipping out. Oh, he's a Chut the Builder supporter. That's crazy. I was actually going to end the live because I still wanted to react to MTR, but I was thinking since I hit the 3-hour mark, I was like, maybe I'll just go ahead and react to that on another video. But now I really want you to call in. All right. So I'm going to drop the link just one more time. We're going to have the dialect. It will be fun, bro. Let's go back and forth. On it. It's always fun when you get a troll account, man. Shout out to the trolls. Isn't Trolls Tekashi 6ix9ine brand or something like that? Isn't Tekashi 6ix9ine, his brand is literally called Trolls because they wear the rainbow hair. That's kind of weird. So, and this dude literally calls himself a troll too. That's even more weird because now it's like, are you tasting the rainbow too? Like, I was just, anyways, hey, listen, man, we ain't discriminating. You know, the whole NFL and NBA are high-value rich Black men who married and have kids with white women. Patrick Mahomes, it's not the whole. That was a bold statement, Passport. You said the whole. And Aaron Gordon is a half. Stephen Curry, Aaron Gordon, a half white. Devin Booker is also half white. You just put up you said a whole bunch of Black men that are married to white women. That was a bad example, brother. You just put a whole bunch of light skins. What are you talking about, Jay Rags? Please, why would he say that? That wasn't accurate. All right, we got Tom Bobo back in. Shout out to Tom Bobo. You know, I want to have a South African name too, man. I want to get a new name for myself for every country I go to. All right, trolls, we putting you on timeout just to make you feel like a little peon. All right, we putting you on timeout, okay? Bad boy, bad. Everybody say bad boy. Say bad. Say bad troll account. Bad. Since he want to act like a child, he don't want to call in. Sad. Shame on you. Oh, shoot, I banned him by accident. Oh, damn. I didn't mean to ban him. I was trying to. Damn it. Can I ask you some questions on Black American men? Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Bella Bobo. Because she don't want to use her real name.
No, but you need to give me a better name.
Well, I can't. You didn't want to give your name. Now you're complaining with the name we gave you, guys. Give this beautiful South African woman. Well, she has a beautiful voice. We don't know if her mental is beautiful as her voice is, but at least her voice sounds nice. So let's give her a name based off her voice. She don't want to show her face. She don't want to give her name either. So let's give her a name, y'all.
Okay, what South African names have you female names have you heard of?
Ah, man, a lot. When you know so many that you can't even think of one?
Okay, which one sounded nice?
All of them always sound nice. I usually like the ones that have like Lola in it or something like Babola, Tambola, like stuff like that,
No ways. Like
So what was your question?
Nolita?
Which one?
Nolita? Nozipo?
Oh, yeah. No Zphos. Yeah, I like those too. The ones with the Z's with that falls by the PH. No Zpho. I be liking those. Yeah, those are cool. It gives you like that Asian kind of like African vibe. I like those.
Okay, so you've been like interacting with like Xhosa and Zulu women.
I interact with them all, man. They all look good out here. That's why I'm like, why don't you want to show your face, man? You don't want to show nothing? Can we at least get a 360? I mean, damn, like.
No, I'm not like, I've got like a, what is it? What do you guys call it?
Oh, a bonnet.
The thing on the head. No,
yes,
like
yes.
The bonnet and no, the bonnet, hair bonnet.
Right. A lot of these brothers don't care about bonnets. They'll still take you down. Go ahead and turn on that camera, man. Let's just get a 360 real quick.
No,
they don't mind, man. They just care about the nyash. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind. These brothers.
You see, I don't even have a bum, so yeah.
What do you have working for you? Because you South Africans always have something. It's either the eye, the face, or the back, or the top. I mean, what you got?
What do I have?
Yeah,
I guess I just have a voice.
Okay, hey, that's something. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, so like Black American men, like, what do you think would make you guys compatible with like African women in general?
What would make us what? Sorry.
Compatible.
I think that Black American men are very compatible with African women already. I mean, a lot of Black American men make good money. A lot of African women, especially in these major cities, they love to have a voice and they like to speak up. I know a lot of times African dudes don't let you guys speak your opinion. And since a lot of Black American men are raised by single moms, they still come off masculine, but they'll still let a woman actually say something. Okay, yeah, sure, fine. What's your thoughts? They'll still let you kind of give, a piece of your voice. And then lastly, I believe that there's a great compatibility there because a lot of these Black American men, a lot of times we have to get into trades and we have to go to trade school, which means that your man will be able to pass down a skill, which is very crucial, especially in this AI world where AI is taking over everything, online mainly, so yeah, if he knows a skill, he can teach the son and teach the children how to, carry out that business or maybe carry out those skills.
Okay. I mean, thanks for mentioning the financial bit, but I'm like, from a value point, like raising a family, what sort of vision would you have for yourself and for your family?
For me
what do you see
personally?
out there? Personally, and from what you've heard from people close to you.
So what value would I add as a man to my family?
Yes, because the money is guided by the values.
Right. So one thing that you want to instill inside of your family is healthy foundational practices, right? Like I just said earlier, being a foundational Black American isn't just about, being the foundation of the country. It's also the fact that as a man, we are the solid foundation, right? So it's important to get your children built on a solid moral compass. Your kids need to understand that if there wasn't any religion, you still would have to operate in a certain type of mental capacity. Like you can't just be out here smoking weed or drinking all day. You can't just be out here engaging in intoxicants and doing what the flesh desires. there's a certain type of morality that we have in this family. So that's the first thing I would instill in my children is a moral compass. Even in certain, even small things, even the psychology of just having a baby, you don't always give your baby that pacifier because that baby understands that now I can just cry into getting things that I want. Imagine what that does to a little girl subconsciously over time. If she knows that she can just cry to get things, then she'll just go into life just crying and complaining about everything and just expecting some man to just do her right when she becomes a grown woman. But that's not right. You're not always going to get what you want in life, even for the sons. So you have to work for it, man and woman. That's just how it is now. You have to work for it, and so that's the first thing I would instill in my family values. That's the first value that I would add is the moral compass. Secondly, environment. Environment is very important. I would give my family the environment that they need to be prosperous, not only to have chickens and have all these plants and fruits and vegetables, but also the environment to where I know that they're going to be able to be in a society that agrees with me as a man, a society that understands that this is the type of content we show the offspring. We do not push adult film inside of this country. Our country isn't a country that is willing to sell out the people just to make a profit. This is an actual morale country. We actually care about humans here. We're actually humane in this country. So I'd raise them in a humane environment. And I guess thirdly, the legacy. The legacy would always be the goal. Legacy would always be the goal. And that's, for another video, right? That's pretty personal there. But, the legacy is important too. You have to make sure that your family understands that you're working towards something. Because the last thing I'm going to do is put a child into this world and have my woman out here. And my woman, she has to go and kiss A to her boss. My kids, they have to go out here after college and beg on their knees to get a job. Please, please, can I get a job? No, before I have kids, my moral compass tells me and my legacy says, we're going to already have this legacy built. We're going to have this business already built. My kids are going to be able to learn the trade from me. They're going to be able to learn how to do the online skills that I know how to do already currently. And they're going to be able to do the business without me eventually when I'm gone, passing my family business down. This is how real men operate. That's why I always shout out to all the billionaires, because I'm like, man, a lot of these billionaires, they have these kids, but they pre-plan the child's destiny already. They already understand to raise the children and in their own moral compass and raise them with certain values. And, and I know, unfortunately, a lot of people are like, but there's no ethical billionaires. Who cares? It's only about the tribe. We don't care about the rest of you. It's only the tribe. It's the tribe or nothing. Nobody else matters. Your government doesn't care about you. Black people barely care about me right now as it is. So the only people that I actually have to rely on me is my actual tribe. You see over here, I said like maybe, 5 times already. The tribe is important. The tribe is definitely important. The tribe is all that matters. Let me see. So yeah, hopefully I answered your questions. Did I answer your questions good?
Yeah, like I feel like what you want is not impossible, and you can find it in either black men from any part of the world, honestly.
Tell me how I can find a moral environment inside of America when they do not value life.
Remember, I said I've been exposed to like the sort of black American women that I follow online and entertainment. They seem to be okay, and the ones that I've interacted with have been like really good women. So, and hence I said I've only bumped into like a Megan Thee Stallion, yeah, online.
Well, you said
Or
that the stuff I was saying was easy to find, in any country, right? Is that what you said, right? I don't want to misquote you,
true,
but you said you can find that
true,
around
yes,
the world, right?
yes.
Yeah. How can you get a humane environment inside of a country like America? Please explain that.
Well, as I said, if I was able to interact with those sort of black women from America, clearly they're there. You just maybe haven't like, I don't know. I think it's where you're like meeting them, because if you're going to like certain environments, like you can't expect them to behave a certain way if you're going to, you know, those sort of parties.
Right. So me as
Same
the
as in South
collective,
Africa.
Me who has traveled throughout half of America, not really half, maybe like one fourth, but I've traveled to a lot of states inside of America. So me who has traveled all around and has been in a lot of high end and low end places, me plus all the guys that are listening, plus all the guys in Black American, all those men, we all are saying that, hey, enough is enough. It's time that we start pushing forth a new front for our legacy. All of us are just crazy.
No, not crazy, but I mean, like when I used to follow Austin, I remember that like the Black American women that would follow him, and I felt like some of them seemed pretty decent from just the way they'd comment. So I think he wanted a certain type of Black woman, and yeah, he experienced them, and he ended up branding all Black women that way, all Black American women that way.
Can you do me a favor? Can you please
Mhm.
call one of these Black women that you say that are your friends now and that you said you know a lot of them? Can you please just call one up real quick from America, please? Right now, as it currently sits, I'm in your country. Right now, it is 12:25 midnight. Do you mind
Mhm.
calling up any one of these Black American women real quick? Because in America, it's most likely like depending on what part of the country you're in. If we rewind
There's
back, it's most likely about 2 p.m. right now. So
there's
can
one
you?
that I there's one that I could call, but I haven't like spoken to her in a while.
Oh,
Like
no
it's
problem,
been
no
like,
problem. Just yeah, yeah. Can you call her up?
and she's
Thanks.
probably working right now, so it's not going to be like an instant. Hey,
Yeah, it's cool.
can you
Just
tell me
we just
about
need a
Black
few,
men?
just a few quick questions. Just a few quick questions. That's all I need. Just a few quick questions.
Yeah, as I said, like I can't call because I haven't spoken to her in like 2 years, so I can't just immediately say, hey, get onto a podcast really quickly,
But you
a
said you know a
live.
lot of them, so it doesn't have to be her. You can just get
Well,
anybody
yeah,
else.
so the ones weren't friends. Like she was the friend that we ended up having like a relationship outside of the office, right?
Hmm.
A friendship. And then the others were just like women that I'd like admire and they were decent. That's what I'm
What type
saying.
of
Like
job
one
does she
even
do?
married.
What type of job does she do?
Well, a lot of them were in consulting.
No, the one that she's working right now, the one that she says she's working. What type of job does she do?
Oh, she's in HR.
In HR. Okay.
Mhm.
If you can let her know right now to take 10 minutes off of her day, real quick, you can let her know that I personally will cash up her 50 USD. Just
You
just
see,
a 10
that's the thing. You, you see, it's
10
like
minutes.
now. So your approach is, hey, get off work. I'll send you $50 so that you can talk on my show.
No, no, no,
They're
no,
not
don't
those
get
that.
off work. 10 minutes only.
Yeah,
Just
but
10
that's what
seconds.
I'm saying. They're not those that sort of women. I tell you, like they're in consulting. They're like they didn't work at like. I'm trying
Right.
to say this in the nicest way. They worked at like certain types. They work certain types of jobs. A lot of them are in consulting. She worked in HR. One of the consulting companies is based in right here in Joburg. Um, you might know it.
Hmm.
So it's not
Okay.
people that you just call up for. Yeah, but I understand you're trying to like prove me wrong regarding Black American women, but
Well, no, I'm
I
not
still
trying to
disagree
prove
with
you are
you.
wrong. You're 100% wrong because you're not a Black man experiencing Black women. So you'll forever be wrong because you wouldn't understand. Just like if I say your periods don't hurt that bad, I'm not a woman experiencing your periods. You see how that's crazy? So you're definitely wrong about what you're saying, but it would be nice to give a verbal example because I'm sure she also would want to come on camera.
Well, I
No
can tell
problem.
you this. Well, one of them, right? She isn't my friend personally, but I remember she ended up staying in South Africa and married like an African man, and they've been going strong. And she's from the South.
Okay, well, that's I'm happy for her. I mean, listen, you can't do the reverse. Black women, I found this out a long time ago. There's once you come to a foreign country as a Western woman, you'll finally be very grateful of the people inside of your country. I had a Black woman, she told me, right? She said she went on a date with some guy. I think he was Tanzanian or I think he was Kenyan, but he was living in Tanzania, something like that. She went on a date
Mhm.
with this guy. They went to a restaurant that he picked out. She ended up, when the bill came, the waitress comes to the table. She's like, who do I give the bill to? Because she's confused. And I'm guessing she didn't exactly say that, but the woman that I was talking to, she said the waiter gave her this look like, since you're American, aren't you going to be the one paying? But she was kind of like, didn't know who to give the bill to. And she said the guy didn't even reach his hand out to grab it. So she said the waitress just put the bill inside the middle. She said, okay, thank you for the meal. This was really good. And then she said the guy responded back, oh, yeah, thank you. This was amazing. She said, okay, so what's next? Are you ready to get out of here? And the guy said, oh, yeah, of course. The African guy tells the Black American woman, yeah, okay, I'm ready to go. Yeah, this was a great date. The American woman says, okay, she slides the bill over for the restaurant. The African man, he says, what are you doing? Here, thank you for the meal. The American woman says, wait a minute, African man, you took me on this date. You pay for it. And she slides the bill back to him. The African man says, what? No, you pay for it. And she says, then they did that like 3 times, she said. And then eventually he said, why would I pay for this meal? You're fat. And see, she said she was never so embarrassed in her entire life. She grabbed that bill and paid it immediately and walked out of there in shame. She said the whole restaurant got quiet. It was super embarrassing. A Black man has never done anything like that in the history of Black men. Black men have never done anything like that. I was just watching a Pop the Balloon episode and with the little shorty of mine, and that's cap. I tried to lie to y'all right there. That was cap. I watched that Pop the Balloon episode all by myself. I was actually going to react to it, but the clip was just too damn good. I ain't going to lie to you. That was too damn good. That's cap. That's cap. I do got to
Look,
you right now.
Look,
You said
I can
what?
tell you. Let me tell you one thing.
Oh, hold on.
According
The
to
Pop
like
the Balloon episode I just watched, the
African
dude,
standards, I'm
the Pop the
considered
Balloon
like
episode I just watched, the Pop the Balloon episode I just watched, the dude,
yeah.
he took the woman out on the date after, and the woman, she found another guy on the date and just left him, and he still paid for the meal. So I'm saying Black American men, Black American women and Western women have nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else in the world where you're going to find men that make this much money, that are doing legal, legitimate work, and that are what these women want. You know what I'm saying? Ask her, do any of these corporate Black women she admires so much have whole families, husband, kids she admires? Oh, wow.
Okay.
This question.
Wow.
Jean says, salute. Yeah. Well, let's
Yeah.
ask you that.
Okay. So a lot
They
of
have
the ones that had kids had them early before the start of their corporate journey. But most of them didn't have kids.
Okay. And let me ask you, which one do you think at the end of your life that you'll appreciate that you did more? Working for a job that doesn't care about your well-being, and if you were to pass away immediately, they wouldn't care for you or your family, or actually having a family and actually being a stay-at-home mom, respecting your man, and actually living in a healthy lifestyle? Which one do you think you would actually prefer? A family or a
I mean,
corporate job?
no, so I've already told myself this. My family knows this. After having experienced like crazy levels of capitalism, I know that I'd like to work. I'd like to have a career. I love my job, but I'd also want to be available for my family, my kids specifically, and to cook now and then. So yeah, I still want to be a mother.
What do you do? What's your job?
I work in finance.
Finance. Amazing. So let me ask you this, right? If you want to be a mom, do you think the way that your mentality is right now would ever be able to give you a family?
Oh yeah. I mean, like there's a certain type of black man I have to go for. Um,
Mhm.
one that appreciates me working. I don't want to be with a black man that doesn't want a working wife. I also need him to understand that I'd also like to be a mother. So the moments where I'd like to like, I don't believe in boarding school. I'd like to see my kids every day and take care of them and watch them as they develop. So I'd also need like a certain type of partner that would like to be available for the kids as well. So I obviously
Hmm.
know that by wanting that and experiencing these like multinationals, there's just a certain point. If you go up higher, you just can't be available for your family, and that's why a lot of them can get married, but they don't have kids of their own because of work.
Well, one thing I'll say about African men, they definitely like when you ladies work. You know what I'm saying? In Africa, I've realized that, a lot of dudes, they be appreciating when the woman works. I think it's a bit different in some Western countries, because some Western countries, they just want the woman to stay at home with the kids. Sometimes you'll see that. That was actually the old America, but you guys always have been mainly doing like this whole two-job thing, like a woman assisting inside of the jobs and, kind of helping with things. You guys were in the house too at some point too, but anyways, I think I'm getting a little bit tired, man. It's 12:30 over here. It's a little bit past midnight. Listen, y'all, we're going to react to MTR versus AMS. We're going to react to that in another video. I really appreciate everybody for coming in. Patreon link in the description, YouTube membership link in the description. And yeah, man, this was a good conversation. Feel free to call back in. We didn't get a good solid name for you just yet, but maybe next time we'll be able to give you a good traditional South African name. All right?
Okay, thank you for having me.
Great rest of your night. All right, peace. All right, y'all. This was a good stream, man. Definitely a good stream. Let me know what you thought about that back and forth, man. I think that was pretty good. She held her own pretty well. And yeah, man, follow me at all social media platforms at Traveltriberaw. Let me go ahead and pop this up on the bottom of the screen for you guys real quick, so you guys can see that at the bottom of the screen right there. Go ahead and follow me at all social media platforms. Listen, the way this works, right? Because some people were asking about, when the three dudes broke into my place while I was traveling. And yeah, like to me personally, I don't think they was trying to I think they were trying to rob the place, but then they realized like, damn, this is kind of like a big dude. And, gosh, maybe it wouldn't be too smart to do this, because it was really quick, you guys. I know on the camera, you guys didn't see the full footage, but I showed you guys the part that it shows me because the AI clips the videos for me on my security camera. But I can upload the full clip, but the full clip, I actually have to find it. And it's a lot to actually upload the full clip, man. Trust me. So the clips that you guys have are pretty good. Basically, as you guys can see from the video, the guys come up to the door. They're inside the bed. They're coming close to the bedroom. Immediately when I come out of the bedroom, I'm like, what's going on? Immediately, oh, sorry, my bad. I really just think they was like trying to rob the place, to be honest. And I think the Airbnb host, either she set it up or she didn't know. It's one of the two. And I appreciate everybody that checked in on me on that. But anyways, you guys can get that footage on the YouTube membership. You guys can also get the raw and real content on the Patreon membership. On Patreon, I go crazy. I ain't gonna lie. If you guys like content like this too, let me tell you guys something about my Patreon real quick. I just dropped a bedroom podcast, right? You guys see the finale that I posted on YouTube. That's completely different from the actual video I posted on Patreon. The Patreon bedroom podcast be going wild, y'all. It's going wild. We just talked about passport bros and why it's so important. And the things that were brought up in that conversation was so detrimental for a lot of men that are looking to travel. You guys have to check that out. Let me go ahead and plug my Patreon real quick, just so you guys can see this, man. Because it's serious, guys. It's serious. Let me show you this. Come on. Patreon. There we go. Boom. I pop right up. Yes, sir. Boom. All right, y'all. Here go to Patreon right here. Patreon.com/Traveltriberaw. Look how cheap this is, man. For $8.99 a month, you can get full access to 66 exclusive posts, man. Now this bedroom podcast was so good. Oh my God. Can y'all guess which one of these ladies was a cheating wife? Oh my goodness. If you would have heard, and that's why I always tell you, man, yeah, these women in these foreign countries, they be sounding, look at Flora Jazz says, you have a nice voice too. Not Flora Jazz throwing me some love. Not Flora Jazz showing the love. God damn. You might have to call in one of these days, Flora Jazz. Shout out to Flora Jazz. She says the voice is nice. God damn. Got me out here blushing. But yeah, as you guys can see on the bedroom podcast, right? We have a video right here that I did. It's Pastor Bro's cheating wife exposed and more. This video was so crazy because one of the women in this video was married the entire time. And the stuff that she was saying was crazy. She even said something about her not liking her husband. It was really crazy. Like, y'all got to listen to this because I always tell you guys, when you travel to these countries, A lot of you guys, your first foreign woman, you guys just be like, man, I'm a wife immediately. I was like that too. But I learned, I said, you know what? You can't just wife up the first woman that you see in these foreign countries. You still got to vet them out, make sure they don't got that Western bug in them. So what happened is I started going to rural areas and I said, damn, these women on the outskirts of the major cities, they're way more wifey material than the in-city chicks. The city chicks literally act like the city girls. Real lab, big, give a F about it. Yeah, they act like that. Here goes another video right here. Oh, this is the one right here that I was telling you guys about. The 3 men broke into my Airbnb full reaction video. Because I reacted to it too. So this is the raw footage, and this is the actual reaction when I broke it down slide by slide. I also had to confront my psychotic Airbnb host because the previous place I was at, I believe she set me up, or these dudes might have just been some random people just breaking into the place. We talk about look maxing on the Patreon as well and how it's a scam. The future is separation, the fate and future of the African diaspora. We got some good African diaspora content. South Africa, yeah, this is the full vid. Oh man. Oh yeah, this was, oh, should I just remembered I got another video I got to post. Damn, I got some good content, man. Let me not say too much though. Anyways, y'all gonna subscribe if y'all want to, man. I'm not here to force you. I'm just here to let y'all know, man, we got some of the best, rawest, and realest content on the mother effing internet. And I really appreciate any support I get, man. It is what it is. I'm not here to force you into anything. Everything for me, I like things to feel raw and natural. No homo. But I like things to, if people are gonna support me, it needs to be a smooth process. I'm not gonna beg. I'm never gonna be one of these people like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. It's appreciated. But you don't got to do it. This is your life. Live your best life. But I can tell you, joining the Patreon will change your life and help your life for the life that you're trying to live. Until next time, man, stay raw, stay real. You already know the deal, man. We gone. Holla.